Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Drachmae and Demigods. I am Sammy Ferber and I'll be your host for the evening. Welcome back to the Links of Tartarus Season 2, Episode 18. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. All of our previous episodes are available on our YouTube channel, so you can watch that if you need to get caught up. Last episode was dope. Don't remember what I called it, but it's something cool. So, I want to hop back right into this story because I'm very excited for what this episode will hold. So, previously on the Links of Tartarus, the Hands of Fate were an ice point in the Frostlands, on the tail of the Link of Crius, who they believed was potentially bonded with Master Balasar of the North Wind, Lathos' old father figure of sorts, who then attempted to kill him when he discovered that Balasar secretly worshipped the original white dragon Tixovan. But that was a long time ago. Now Balasar was running the port city of Ice Point. So together with some allies from Lathos' past, they confronted Balasar publicly, allowing Lathos to get out some old frustration, and providing Ilme and Anura enough of a distraction to sneak into Balasar's home, looking both for the link and also for Lathos' old friend, Althea, who was potentially captured years ago. What they found, however, was not quite what they were expecting. They found Tixovan herself, in a human form, just chilling at Balasar's home, killing his men, working up a sweat, etc. She told the party the Link of Crius was just sitting in her lair, but that they'd be dumb to try to get it, especially since if they successfully hold all 10 Links of Tartarus, they currently have no way to re-imprison them. Instead, it would just be far easier for their enemies to steal them back. She essentially told the party it would be in their best interest to just fuck all the way off. And then she turned into her dragon form and frost breathed them for good measure. Escaping back to Delphi, the party gathered all their demigod allies to strategize. An idea was introduced to potentially go themselves to Olympus for God's Sight Day, when all the gods would be gathering to make divine judgments, to plead their case against Hecate. So the allies all decided to go and pray to their individual divine parents to see what they think about the idea, and the possibility that a potential end to this conflict could see some gods and some titans ruling together. So, that's the moment we come into right now. I will say, as everyone, including you guys, are all sort of departing and going your separate ways to go to your respective temples or other holy places, you see Cora grabs Vanix and just, will you just send a quick message to Neriana and just tell her the basics and have her pray to her father as well? Of course, yes. Everyone separates. So, I have here all of the Gift of the Gods targets for all of these NPCs. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll a bunch of times. Actually, no. We'll make it more fun. I'll have you guys roll for them a bunch of times to see who succeeds and who doesn't. So, Anura,
Okay.
will you please roll for Eric's a D100?
I've never got to roll one of these. This is the
Never
first
sent
time
out?
I have. That is a 23.
23 is not enough. Just kidding, it is.
I was gonna say, I was
I was
like,
I thought
damn.
Yeah.
we were supposed to be going lower than the
Yes.
target.
So that is one successful message sent to Aphrodite. Ryujin, could I have you roll a D100 for Neriana?
That is a 77.
That is
Oh,
a
really?
fail to contact Ares. Let's have Alexios, you roll for Cora.
We need it.
The suspense.
22.
22 is a success to contact Athena. Ilme, will you roll for Vanix, please?
Oh god. 37.
37. Demeter, successfully contacted. Adagio, will you roll for Crisa?
Ooh, 84.
84. Unfortunately, Dionysus failed to contact. I'll have you roll again for Lathos, Adagio.
Hopefully not an 84. Oh, that's a 14.
14. Hades waiting for his son's call. Ryujin. Dardania, if you wouldn't mind.
Ah. That's cocked. 37.
37. Zeus. Successfully contacted.
Oh shit! I didn't think that would work. Cool.
And Anura, will you please roll, finally, for Iasis? To see if Zeus can get contacted twice.
He
gets
two well, that's cocked into the corner of it. Both of them managed to go to two separate corners of my dice tray and cock. Does that count for something?
No.
It is a 20 even.
20 even. Shockingly to everyone, including Iasis, he is able to successfully contact Zeus. Amazing.
He's like, I've never been able to do this before.
Yeah. Hello, Dad? So, with those out of the way, and Teclis obviously not participating, we come to you five. Who would like to go first?
Me.
Go ahead.
Right.
You submerge yourself in your pool.
If Ryujin fails, can we get Aya to try?
Dude.
She's not there.
I rolled a 7.
7? I mean,
7.
Yeah, that definitely works.
I used the dice that we got from. Ooh.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
what do you say as you begin to pray to your father Poseidon?
Man, I didn't think I'd get this far. I'll say, hey Dad, things are heating up down here. We have an idea. We think it could work, but we need support from the gods for it to happen. We would like to come up, all of us, on God's Sight Day and plead for some type of coexistence between mortals, gods, and titans. It's become clear to us that, respectfully, not all the titans are bad, horrible, terrible beings like we were led to believe, and not every god is, but we kind of just wanted to go up there and try and plead that case, as well as maybe if we're able to bring some evidence that Hecate is a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I can't remember as a player anything else I was supposed to mention.
No, that's fine. That's great. You feel the water around you grow cold.
Ooh.
And then you're no longer in a still pool. You are in the dark, tumultuous, stormy sea. Clouds, dark gray, almost black above you. And although you're submerged, you feel yourself sort of getting knocked around by these waves. You instinctually go to the surface to just get your bearings, and you see these white-capped waves crashing all around you. And you see a man standing on the surface of the water, back facing you. And he slowly turns. What are you suggesting?
I know it sounds bad, but let me explain.
Let me explain, child. In a war, you pick a side. I vouched for you. We all vouched for you and your friends to be the ones to do this. Now, you come to me with half measures? This is war, Ryujin.
Who is the Titaness of fresh water that wasn't put in a link?
Tethys.
Tethys. So Tethys and the mother of Zeus was
Rhea.
Rhea. So if all Titans are objectively bad, and this war is to defeat them, why weren't Tethys and Rhea put in links?
You hear
Now,
thunder.
don't get me wrong. Oceanus and many other Titans are evil, are bad, and should, I believe, be in those links. But I mean, what? There's the Titaness with the one smoke. You know, it helped us. There was a Titan of prophecy that had helped us. We've
Tell me this,
come a long way.
Ryujin.
Gotcha.
When Athens wars with Sparta, and men go on a battlefield to fight, do you think all those Athenian soldiers look at the Spartans as evil? Do you think the Spartans look at the Athenians as all evil? Or do they know that on the other side of that battlefield is a terrified soldier just like them, fighting another man's war? That does not change the fact that they are on opposite sides of a war, and when push comes to shove, blade goes in back. That is the way of the world, son. If you cannot best my arguments, imagine how you will face against my brother.
I'm just not sure what to say, I guess. I mean, we know that not all Titans are evil. And, I mean, you could say the same thing objectively about gods and mortals. You know, there's good, bad. There's no really black and white. It's a lot of gray. And that black and white that's been made by, I guess, gods and Titans and whoever has kind of led us to where we are now. And now we're forced with making decisions that are going to affect, like, man, I don't even know how to word this, like, as a person. I don't know what to say, y'all. See.
Ryujin, I know you mean well. You have a good heart. This idea of yours, it's naive. You think it will be easy to separate the good Titans from the bad? And if you are giving them a foot in the door, what happens when they suggest that some of the gods are imprisoned along with their evil ones? Put Ares down there with Crius. Is that what you want?
I guess not.
The reality, Ryujin, is that in this state of things, there is complete victory or there is no victory. I will not stop you from whatever plan you're trying to enact, but I will not advocate for you. Not in this. Not unless you prove that I should.
We just... I'm sure that my friends could explain everything better than I could. Really, the only goal was just to try and get permission to be there on God's Sight Day to, talk about things that need to be talked about. I think I just had like a basic idea, but it's really kind of not my forte Yet,
Ryujin, if you're looking for permission to come to Olympus on God's Sight Day, I am not the one to ask. Only one of the gods can give that permission, and he never has to a mortal, ever. Many mortals have tried to come to Olympus. Many have failed. Many have died. Any who succeed have been very quickly smitten. So, Ryujin, I will not stop you from attempting to come to Olympus. But I will not stop my brother either. And the winds, and you feel yourself pulled underneath the water as it stills and warms, and you're back in Sunbrow Manor.
Was anybody there, like, in the room, or was I alone?
Nah, you're alone in that room.
All right. I come up out of the water and I'm like, well, shit.
Who's next? Alexios, you head to the Temple of Hephaestus. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go in to, if Torbert is there, I'm gonna wave Torbert. I'm gonna go up to the main forge and toss a couple coppers in.
You see them begin to warm and bubble as the heat of the forge begins to melt them down.
I know before the fire, just, hey, think we need to talk. There's a lot going on. I'm running into the dragons more. We're seeing a lot more. We're requesting that we can come to God's Sight Day to talk about a couple things to you all. We've just all collectively been thinking about what's best for us. And I thought maybe I needed a little bit of your guidance.
Go ahead and roll.
$43?
43. That's a success. So, as you
Wait, I said 40.
Yeah. Your target's 47.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As you
I thought it was 40.
as you begin to speak these words up to wherever your father may be, and you watch these sizzling, bubbling, becoming orange, red hot copper pieces, you hear the faint sound of hammering at a forge, but there's no one hammering around you. Until you turn and you find yourself back in the egg chamber. And there you see Hephaestus in his human form, working at his forge, working at his workbench. You see Archimeones in the corner of the room, cleaning up egg shards from where Hephaestus and Apollo hatched. But Hephaestus stops as he feels your presence and turns towards you. Son, there is much to discuss.
Looking good.
I cannot stay in this form for long. It is not who I am anymore. But I have been hard at work. It just seems that you have been as well. Why have you come?
Well, a couple reasons. I'll get to the selfish stuff later, but Um, we've met Lynx and we found things out, and we're kind of uh me and my friends were trying to figure out what's best to move on, and we thought maybe having a talk at God's Sight Day may help.
Bold strategy.
Uh, I didn't really get into it yet. Uh, we're not so convinced that all links are bad, so we're contemplating possibly having somebody work with them.
He actually chuckles to himself. If you want my advice, son, it would be not to mention that at the beginning of your argument.
Well, yeah, to them, of course, but I mean, Dad, sorry.
Well, I am not one to oppose any legitimate options, even though that would certainly not be my ideal preference. But if my plans don't work, it's good to know that there are contingencies.
So, I know you're not gonna tell me about your plans, but what do you think is gonna happen with all this?
You have proven yourself capable adventurer, warrior, strategist. I have no qualms with telling you what I am doing.
You tell?
He grabs something from the workbench and brings it over to you. And you see a white sphere, very similar, if not identical, to something that Adagio recently saw in a vision. He goes, "Do you know what this is?"
No.
Neither do I. Which is fascinating to me. I had a theory that I needed to prove. And while I'm not confident in the answer yet, this is one step towards that proof. Excuse me. We know that we as gods gain power from worship. This has been known to everyone for all time. What is less known is exactly the process in which we do that. Your worship did not create us, we were here before you. And yet, our power is directly tied to the worship that you give us. So, it follows that there must be something in us as gods that collects that worship and transmutes it into divine power. Something that, even when I changed bodies, became a dragon. Something that still stayed in me. Something that is so integral to who I am that I can still accept worship and become more powerful for it. So it follows that if I could somehow find exactly what that piece of us is, isolate it, experiment with it, I could potentially, theoretically, turn it off. Meaning, if my theories are correct, And if I have enough time to break through this theorizing, I could develop a way to shut off the ability to translate worship into power, making a god powerless, less powerful, weakening them at the very least, without damaging what it is that they are. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
I do not wish to rid this world of arcane magic, Alexios. But perhaps
hope so.
a half measure could be effective.
So, if you do this, this can potentially be done without.
Potentially. I got this, thank you to my champion, from the Titan Prometheus. This might be something that is only in him. It might be something that is slightly different in gods. But I tried to find something old, like her. Something to base my experiments on. And something I could take and experiment with without hurting the one I took it from. Luckily for Prometheus, everything in his body regrows at the beginning of each day. So, no harm, no foul. But my experiments are far from complete.
So he regrows that?
I should hope so.
Wow.
But,
So,
yes.
do you need anything from us to help with that?
Time. Time to figure out what it is I do need. Figure out the process in which this could happen. But keep this only within your most trusted circle. If anyone were to find out, even other gods, were to find out what it is that I'm experimenting with, they could all view it as a direct threat to them. Which I suppose it is. A kill switch.
I don't think I'll tell anyone. That's kind of dangerous.
Indeed.
So I know we don't have a lot of time.
We are growing short.
Is there any moves that we can make that'll possibly give you more time? Where we have things for God's Sight Day, which is kind of, that's a,
If you wish to attend
having
God's
trouble.
Sight Day, I could advocate for you if it comes to that, but really the only person who can make that decision is Zeus, not me. But if he somehow, for some reason, allows you to be there, I will advocate for you as far as it will be safe for me to do so.
Thank you.
Now go.
Sure.
You have one more
Stay
thing to say?
safe.
You as well.
No, not really.
You got it. So, you find yourself come back to the less hot forge of the temple here in Delphi. Who would like to go next? Ilme,
I'll go.
heading to the Temple of Hermes. What you doing?
All right. I'm just gonna sit down
and just say, "Hey, Dad. We've been contemplating a lot of things down here in the mortal realm, and I'm not for sure what to do about it. I just wanted your opinion on a few things and to ask you a favor if you are willing to listen to me." Short and sweet.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, no!
What is it?
It's a 48!
Your target's 47!
Oh.
You hate to
Oh my
see
gosh.
it, but unfortunately, Hermes, unavailable for comment. Brutal.
Oh my. Yes!
With,
It's
with the
okay, we got,
48,
like,
he like
22
thinks
out of
about it,
23.
and then he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta go somewhere else," and he's gone.
Yeah,
Alright.
I had a whole thing ready too.
Sorry. Adagio and Nura, who's next?
I'll go.
Alright, Adagio. You head to the famous Sun Center Temple. What you doing?
Ooh. I feel like this place just looks so much different at night
Mm-hmm.
than during the day. I feel very lost. I'm like, let's light some candles in this place because, and like always, I'm gonna sit down and ramble and assume that Apollo will hear me and just like, be like, shut up, like pop in just to like quiet me and be like, bruh, too many thoughts. Apollo, please. There's always something going on. You already know that. There's always something going on. But now it's a little more serious. I need a favor from you, and I never ask you for favors. But like, if I'm asking for a favor, it's serious. And I've seen things, and now I know things, and I'm scared, and now I want to plan things, and I need you to help me out. Like, come on. Like, I know I'm your favorite son, so I'm like, if you could just like pick me up for 5 seconds. Come on, let's go. It's a nice
Go ahead and
quick
roll.
combo. The first thing he's like, actually, I have a favorite daughter. First of all. Oh, yikes, I'm not a favorite child. That's an 86.
Oh, actually, I'll give you a little something for this, and I'll tell you why. It's night, so already you know that Apollo is going to be slightly harder to reach as he typically sleeps during the night. But you feel yourself not pulled towards a sleeping Apollo. You feel yourself getting pulled downward. And for a brief moment, you find yourself in a familiar obsidian palace. And you see ahead of you the draconic form of Apollo. And he is having an audience with a dark figure sitting on a throne. And you see, not terribly far from these two figures, the sort of spectral, half there, half not form of Lathos, before Apollo's draconic head turns towards you and he raises a hand and you're pulled back out into your body.
Hey, Lathos, I see you.
Is it because of the link thing that he did? The bond?
It's because you guys were praying to your gods at the same time and he succeeded. Oh, you're talking about why Adagio was able to see this? Not why he's seeing
the
Lathos?
bond.
Maybe, who
Yeah.
knows? But that's what you experience. Anura, you're next.
Alright. Well, I can't roll. This feels weird. Everybody else has been rolling.
But you head to the you head to the temple of Artemis, or are you heading to the forest?
I'm headed to the forest because I
Sure.
needed to go talk to some of them anyway.
Sure. You fly to the forest, and you cast Commune. And you feel in the trees and branches around you, you almost feel them quiet in the wind, as if they've all started to listen and pay attention.
The last time I cast this, I asked you if one of your followers was if somebody was alive, and I still didn't manage that. But this would be a lot easier to have a conversation in person. So, first question then, is it possible to have this conversation in person in some way, please? Because I need a little bit more direction than a yes or a no right now.
You feel, not so much as hear, words in your head. The mayfly must live with the restriction of its lifetime, as we all must live with our own restrictions.
I should have guessed as much. Okay. We want to come to God's Sight Day to present Zeus with like all that we know about what's happening with Hecate and her involvement with the Lynx and everything, and also to be there in case, shit hits the fan, considering with the first prophecy it seems like a lot of things are coming to fruition with it, and it's kind of scary. I know you're not the person to ask, but if it came down to advocating for us to be there, can you advocate for us to at least be allowed on Olympus for God's Sight Day?
A lioness is nothing without her pride, as a wolf is nothing without his pack.
Baby, why do you always give me riddles? I feel like this is revenge.
Make an insight check.
Oh, God. Can it just be my passive insight?
Nah.
My passive is at 18! I
Okay.
think my insight's at +8. Let me make sure. Oh, God. Where is D&D Beyond? Oh, fuck. I fucked up. There it is. I move things on my phone, and that's in the apps on my phone. Okay. I think it's a +8. Pretty sure you're a +8.
Let's say it is.
It is. So 24.
I mean, you get the sense from that sort of metaphoric talk that what she's describing is that birds of a feather flock together, that members of a family, members of a pack, members of a pride are nothing without each other. So why would you ever assume differently?
Okay. I mean, that is her dad, so, I mean, it is ancient Greece, so I get, not the best relationship all the time, but... Okay. Third question, then. I know I asked last time if I was close to the end of this quest, and I'm not concerned about that anymore as much, because it feels like things are winding down. If things are coming to an end, which would mean my time here is coming to an end. I know before you've said I could stay on the Beast Wilds and hunt for as long as I want. But can I know some people would want to be your champion. I love you, but I would never want to take that from a Centaur the Slayer. Could I be part of your hunting party and hunt with you after I complete everything I have to in the underworld?
This answer comes to you less as a riddle and more straightforward. All doors are open to you, but none will be passed through for you. I make no promises. I close no doors. Your path will be your own, whatever that may mean.
You just fucking tell me that I could be her champion if I wanted to be. What?
And you feel the winds come back to the trees, and you feel the animals once more lose their attention from you.
Oh, I didn't know the animals were all paying attention to me. I thought like things had just gotten quiet. Ugh. It makes sense, but
So,
before I head back
yeah.
to Delphi, can I go find some of the other druids and talk to them for a second?
yeah, they're just chilling. They're not all druids,
Okay.
but yeah. They're,
Yeah, okay.
You see them like making arrows and that sort of thing, cleaning their bows.
So I have a question.
Yes.
We all know that going to every biome across Gaia is a huge goal for all of us.
Well, it is a stated goal, but many along the way find ourselves along a different path. I myself completed 3 biomes before I found myself a higher calling of protecting this tree and this forest. But you very well might complete that quest and get whatever amazing treasure lies at the end.
I have a feeling I know what it is. But I was wondering, do any druids from the Arctic biomes ever stop by? I went to the Arctic biomes. I went to Ice Point. But due to some unforeseen circumstances, even after being in the biome and experiencing the biome, I had to leave before I could find another druid.
Anura, I see the gems that you have in your possession. And I am curious, did you see any creatures in that snowy wasteland that you have not already seen?
No.
I know there is a proper way to do things, but from everything you've told us, you are not a proper druid like this. And this is just one person's humble opinion, I don't know if you need that last one.
I should have asked Artemis that! Fuck!
Or if you
That
do,
was in character and Nora just yelled that.
the answer to your question is no, they don't come very often. It is not unheard of, but it is quite a long journey from the Frostlands to here. So no, we do not see them very often.
Are you in contact with any that are there?
In so much as druids stay in contact with each other, I suppose, but
I was just wondering.
I do know that there is a small community of them in the mountains by World's End.
I need to see the map. Hold up.
World's End is all the way at the northern tip. It's like
Ah,
the last.
fuck. I'm assuming
the last
Lathos
thing
had
in
never been
Gaia.
anywhere near there.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. As far as what you said as maybe not needing that last gem, has that ever been done before?
Very few have ever gotten all of them. And those that have, and have then gone to receive their prize, have, well, most have never been heard from again.
I really hope. Just under my breath, I really hope my mom wouldn't kill me.
I doubt she's killing anyone.
I mean, I doubt that too, but
I
no,
will say, there is one story of someone getting all of their gems and getting their prize and living to tell the tale, and she is now the centaur in her hunting party.
Who would that be?
Agarike the speaker. You met her.
Oh, fuck, I know that. I was thinking wrong hunting party. I was like,
Yeah, you met her. She's a centaur in
I know
Artemis'
who you're
hunting
talking
party.
about now.
Yeah.
So scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you think it would be if I didn't have all the gems?
I genuinely don't know. No one's ever attempted to claim the prize without all of the gems, but you have learned all there is to learn. So I guess the question is, which does she care about more? Learning about each of the Earth's habitats, or learning about each of the Earth's creatures?
I mean, there's not really any other creatures in that biome that are...
That's my point. I genuinely
There.
don't know. I can't answer that for you.
I've only heard, like, I complete this quest and I get to the end, but what does me going to the end of this entail?
A spiritual experience, unlike any other?
Sammy, I'm assuming Honora knows what it is, but I only know the vague bits of it that we've talked about before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like the ritual at the end of it.
Honora knows nothing.
Because there's a little bit of it in my backstory, but I don't know all of it.
Yeah, Honora only
Okay.
knows that it happens back at the Acmonian Wood.
I thought it was at the Forest of Artemis.
Nope. Back home.
But the Acmonian Wood?
Yeah.
Fuck! Okay. So I need to go back to the Acmonian Wood. Who do I talk to there?
I mean, you spent a lot of time with people around there. You know that in that community of druids there is a build, like a teepee, like a sort of tented area that is reserved for just this, that you've never been inside of.
Okay, because I don't remember where any of the druids were in the Acmonian Wood. I just know that the temple that I was raised in, that wasn't actually real, I guess.
Yes.
Metaphysical temple is at the edge of the woods.
Yeah. But you've gone in the woods. You've met those druids.
Okay.
That's where you first joined this circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
So.
I might need to go.
Then I wish you luck.
Thank you.
And I hope that I see you again.
I hope so too.
So, after some time, everyone gradually gathers back at Sunbrown Manor in the war room. Everyone with somewhat different expressions on their face. Everyone sort of quiet as they wait for each and every person to return. Yes.
And I guess this question's more like to Phoebe, like if I was talking to Phoebe.
Oh, sure.
I'm like, you show me like visions of the future, and I know like Nemosine is more like memories. But like, can you show me what Gaia was like back then? Is that a thing you could do? Or you like just like describe it? Like you can't like mentally like, oh, this is what I went through.
I cannot. That is not a gift that I possess, but Gaia was beautiful and varied. Much like your world, there were pockets of good and pockets of evil. But overall, people were happy. The Titans ruled from Gaia. We did not need another plane of existence to hide behind. We were of the people, and we were here in our temples for them to come and plead their worries and ask for support or savior. And we would make our judgments. We would help where we wanted to, punish where we needed to. It was not quite as exciting as your history books would lead you to believe. There were not roving parties of murderers. It was not a time of fear. It was merely a time where people lived, much like yours. I cannot hear you.
Did you have a temple? Where was your temple?
Well, I had several, but my largest temple was here. Before a city stood here.
Literally,
Before-
my brain was like, "This is probably where her temple."
Before a city stood here, before a river stood here, before a forest stood here, this was hills and grasslands. And it was here, in the middle of this nowhere, that I built a temple. And people came. And then it was destroyed during the war. Ashes. So, just quite nice to hear the story of how this city was built. How a competition of accuracy between Apollo and his sister. And Apollo's arrow went just a bit east. And that is where he claimed his city. Yes. Curious indeed.
I've drawn Demosthenes before, but we've never actually like physically seen Demosthenes before, right? Like, or does she like share like a memory of us?
I believe she showed you like a form that she could take. I know Themis definitely did.
Demosthenes
honestly,
showed me a
Demosthenes was
form
so
that she
long
could
ago.
take, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to know if I can like see what they look like.
Much like your gods, we can take whatever forms we desire. Some we find ourselves coming back to, some that we enjoy. But however you would wish to imagine me. Eventually,
She's cool.
Cora comes back to the room. She goes, "Well, I trust that was eventful for some of us."
Detect magic real quick before we start.
You got detect magic?
I do.
Great. You detect magic, and you see
Gavin,
nothing.
we can't hear you if you were saying
Yeah,
words.
sorry. I was gonna say if we're all like congregating, I'm gonna cast that again because I have it at will, so I don't have to expend anything. I can just do
Amazing.
it repeatedly.
You do that then.
You cast detect magic, and the magic items around every one of your allies pops up, but you don't see any invisible spectators or anything like that.
Okay, I'll just keep that going while we're.
Sure.
I want to
Cora
ask
goes-
Lathos.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Let's ask Lathos how it went. I want to know if like Lathos like physically saw Apollo there, or Lathos is just like, who's Hades talking to?
Yeah, it went well. My father was having an audience with yours.
Oh, he let you in. My dad waved me away.
He looks kind of cool, that new form.
I mean, not wrong.
Cora goes, "All right. So, I was able to talk to my mother, and while she thinks that we should by no means attach our horse to any particular strategy or theory at this moment, she does think that at the end of all of this, it's up to Zeus whether or not we're able to go to God's Side Day. So, Dardania, what can you report?" Dardania goes, "Well, I was able to talk to my father. He is not particularly forthcoming with what he believes. He did find it quite amusing that we wanted to be there. He said that we were not the first to ask for this, and he has use his lightning bolt on many a mortal who has tried to come to Olympus. But, and she turns to her brother, Isis was there as well. Isis? Yes, I was there. I think we were both a bit surprised to see me there. But I pleaded for our cause and explained that we do not ask for this to seek glory. We do not ask for this to see that we are as strong as the gods. We ask for this to be their servants in all ways. Daniel goes, and that seemed to change something in his mind. Enough for him to give us this. And she holds a little wrapped up cloth in her hand. I have not opened this yet, but Zeus says that traveling through this will allow us to prove whether or not we are worthy to do this. And so I introduce this to the group. She places it on the table and slowly unwraps it. And you see what looks like a small piece of sandstone. Nothing particularly exciting. Though it does look like some parts of it are smooth, and then one part looks to be like cleanly cut, as if it was cut from something much larger.
Is this like are we all
What
are we all jumping in this?
kind of magic? Is it magic?
You have to check magic up. It is not magical.
Yeah.
No.
Not magical. What's that?
So, are we supposed to? Is it allowing us to get to Olympus, or is it allowing us to prove we are able to?
I think it is
Clarification.
a test. I think it is a test.
Wait. Is this
Is
like
it-
what is this? Like a piece of like sandstone? You said?
Yes.
Is this like something you could use as a focus to teleport?
Maybe.
But there's no telling where it's from.
Correct.
I'm gonna turn to Alexios and be like, you want to cast Identify on this real quick?
It's not magical.
But
Can he
Yeah,
spend
then you say
the
it's
time to
magical.
look at it and see if he knows what it is?
Make an
I think
investigation
we're
check,
having-
Alexios.
He's the tinkerer. He's the most likely to figure it out of us.
Well, if this sends us somewhere, are we, or like, we the hands of fate going, or like, we?
I think
We, like, hug your
gotta
hands.
go.
I would agree,
Demigods.
Cora says. I
There's
think
no telling
if
where
this
it
is a
goes
test,
yet.
this is a test to see if we are all worthy, then I think we should all take the test.
Like everyone in this room, or should we call?
I mean, I
Traya
can
and our
use the
missing
help
friends?
to get us wherever this leads, but you know, what if it's like the inside of a volcano and Zeus is just being
I did a
like,
hell of a test. That's all I gotta say.
Alexios, what'd you roll?
26. But I'm gonna make it a +5.
31.
31.
Okay.
oh goodness.
You carefully examine this, and there's a moment where you like are about to touch it, where everyone sort of holds their breath, and you touch it, and nothing happens. But looking at it really closely, you can see that beyond the side that's clearly cut, the other sort of more natural parts of this are polished and smooth, masterfully, with some slight bends and curves, and you realize what you're looking at is a fraction of a sandstone nose, as if cut off of some sort of statue.
Oh, okay. So this looks like a nose, everyone. Noseless
What's the-
statues.
What's the tallest
comes to
statue
mind?
in Gaia? Like where, like the highest up?
I mean, the tallest statue would be the Colossus in Athens.
That's not made of sandstone.
That's not made of sandstone.
Sandstone would be somewhere like the Divine Battlefield.
Does
We get the
anybody
nose.
know?
On the statue, we go poo.
What are
Does it look like it's polished? Oh, never mind. You said it looks like a nose. Never mind.
I don't know. What are
So does anybody know of any statues that are made of sandstone?
Is it like maybe one in Olympus? I don't know.
Is there any like myths or legends? My brain told me yes.
Make either a history or religion check, Adagio.
Can I help with that?
Sure. Make it with advantage, Adagio.
It's 0. Like, no.
And I can add to that as well.
Sure.
Wait, did we say advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
Advantage and guiding? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't say less.
Add a 5. Ooh.
A D20 to roll. That'd be great. Ow. That's a lie.
Oh, my religion is good too. I should have rolled. I got a +8 on religion.
I have a +4.
What you got,
Okay,
Adagio?
bet the higher one is an 18, so 22 for
Oh,
me.
sweet.
And then
Are you
add
adding
7,
more?
so 27.
Okay, so 29.
9?
I thought you said it was a +4 and you rolled an 18.
Did you
I
say
rolled
you
an
added
18.
7?
You said plus.
I
plus
added
four.
5.
It's plus
Oh, you
five.
said you added 7.
I rolled a D6. How did I
Okay.
add 7?
So, Adagio, what you do know is that sandstone statues are incredibly common. It's very much like one of those go-to materials depending on the habitat that you're in. Like in cities, you might see marble statues. In forested areas, you might see wooden statues. In some desert type areas, you might see sandstone statues. So it really doesn't help you narrow it down very much.
So the Divine Battlefield is basically.
The
It's
Divine
possible, but
Battlefield's a
also
good guess.
Ryujin
But
growing up in the
isn't
Spartan
all of us-
territories, you have seen lots of sandstone statues in the Spartan territories for sure.
That's
That's what I was gonna say. I
Where
was like,
would
isn't
there
all of
be
this
a
like
statue of Zeus made of sandstone?
Literally,
don't know.
almost everywhere.
Fucking helpful.
I mean-
Hold on. How
Location
big is
doesn't
this
really-
slab? Like, is it just like
it's
a little?
it's like it can fit in the palm of your hand. It's nothing crazy.
And how much of the nose is it? Is it like a whole tip or like half the nose?
you
or
can
like, what does it
see
look
like the bend of a nostril. So
Judgment of-
using this as sort of to figure out how tall this statue might be, you might be looking at like a 20-foot statue.
Is there any that I might remember from my time in Jorax?
None that come to mind. I mean, you've often like sort of like grand buildings that would more be found in a place like Sparta as opposed to Jorax could sometimes have these 20-foot sandstone statues like holding up the roof of a building type deal.
Okay,
So is
well,
the test to try and find what this goes to, or to teleport with this and see where it, like,
Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to teleport and end up wherever we end up. But
Zeus is like, yeah, I'll put him on this scavenger hunt with just a random
Yeah,
nose.
Zeus. Oh my god.
But how
That
many
sounds a very
people-
Zeus thing to do. And no offense.
But how many people can you teleport?
I think it's like 8. Let me
Cora
double
goes,
check real quick.
yes, I was just thinking that. If you can only take 8 with you, perhaps we can split up a set of stones, and the rest of us can meet you there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should.
We'll
That
definitely
should
need a
work.
little bit of preparation. Hold on.
I will
Preparation for the
say,
fact that
thankfully
I am
for
dying
this,
right now.
We've got a bit of time to figure it out
You
before
and
contact
up
day.
to 8 willing creatures. So myself included is 9.
All right.
So yeah, 8 other people.
That plus 1 set of gate stones, and we could all be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
But you're also
the next...
right, Anura. Perhaps we want to get a good night's rest before we do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we split up
Trying to
like
think strategy-wise
Exactly.
of what we're gonna expect. What about spells for all of you guys?
Okay. I'm going to say right now, we don't know where this is leading, so we're probably not teleporting tomorrow.
But we need. Well, we can still like battle plan though. Like obviously, me and Honora
Well, if
could
we-
like be the healers.
I don't know. Battle
obviously.
planning doesn't help if we don't know the biome we're going into.
Yeah, but we could have everyone like we have to prepare our spells anyway. It's not like we can like prep them on the fly. So it's like we can prep everyone to like these three are healers, these three are like stealth to like scout, these three are our tanks, and these three like do nothing but long range. And then we're all divided up and we know what we're doing.
I mean, are y'all planning on us teleporting to wherever this is tomorrow?
Dardania goes, "This is a test. I do not believe that if we could easily find out exactly what we were going into, that it would be a very effective test. I think that we rest up, we strategize, and we go."
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what.
I agree.
I
Can I
think-
pull
yeah.
the rest of the party aside once we all like leave in a second?
But strategy. We need to strategize so that we have the spells prepared.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
so-
good. I'm
I mean,
good at
if
long
we
range,
divide up
medium
healers
range.
and such.
So
Okay, if
I
me
could
and
be in a
Honora
long range
heal,
group.
Who else like of our allies are actually like
I've got
healers?
enough spell
Um,
slots. I can keep healing up, but also still do a good bit of long range and utility.
Dardania can do some healing, but is more of a glass cannon. Eric's can do some healing, but he's also mostly a charmer. But they have like some healing stuff in them,
Sure. Basically,
I want to turn to Adagio.
as well as Cora.
If we have other healers, you do have a couple of different things that you'd be able to do as a barbarian that are pretty useful, especially with your new weapon.
So, who is looking like they would be good prospects for healers right now?
Honora raises their hand. I've resigned myself to this since day one.
Nora. Who else?
Definitely. Well, I can heal and be on the front line.
That's true. You
Well,
can do
let's have a
aura
primary
through
roll
the
first.
weapon.
I would say Cora can heal. Cora's good at fucking everything.
But she's also not someone we would want to lose, so maybe not keep her in the front.
Dardania can heal, but is also super powerful. And actually, looking at Eric's, he actually doesn't have any healing.
I didn't think
He's
he
not that
did.
kind
I
of
would
bard.
expect him to.
He's
Yeah.
a charmer. He's not a healer.
Well, we can
He's
keep
a lover, not a fighter, but he can't help you at all.
we can keep our healers like not like they don't have to be like designated healers, but like definitely like protect these people because we need them to like keep the rest of us up.
At the very least, I'm gonna just volunteer for long range to medium range because I'm not super great in close combat. I mean, I could, I'll be okay, but I
And I
try.
actually
This
said
goes,
that
I would
yeah,
also like to
so good.
volunteer for long range, group up.
I'll say I can be long range or medium
who said
range
that?
Well,
on top of healing.
Teclis did.
Long
Oh,
and
that's good.
medium range can stand with the healers because the healers are standing back. Hopefully, they're not getting too much damage on them.
Vanix
Okay.
also. I'd also like to stay a bit out of the fray and just summon some things to fight for me.
Okay, so me, Alexios, Lathos, runners,
Iasis
Isis. Don't forget Isis.
Okay.
I will be Isis.
and Krisa as well.
Okay, so we
I'm
have
so
5
glad
decent
Isis
people in the
got to
front.
talk to his
So
dad.
then,
Oh,
long range would be Teclis, Vanix, myself, and Dardania.
And
And
Cora
then
would sort of be
Melme.
mid-range.
Or
Yeah. And then I can I can be everywhere. So
Yeah.
if
With
we
my-
need
with my
more people
fingers.
in the
With your
mid range
speed, you can
instead
be
of straight up
anywhere.
long range.
yeah. Well, mid to long range. I don't mean like we're all gonna be super far away. I just mean like we're gonna be base. Like spell casting from a distance instead of being in melee. Is kind of what I.
Because I can do a mid range because I have a couple of different healing spells that like cure wounds. I have to be able to touch the person.
Yeah, and I think we're all bright enough to like if somewhere is lacking, we
Well,
can adjust as
adapt.
needed.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that if I'm in the front and I can cast Aura of Vitality, then I'll have all of like the front runners and the tanks healed up. And if
I can
you're
get mass
like
cure
cure
wounds up.
wounds in the back of all of our casters and our long range, then we basically have everyone except for mid. So we'll just have to deal.
Like, if something goes wrong, I can one time give somebody like 70 hit points.
Are y'all really afraid of like running into something right now with all of us?
Listen,
That's
I have
always-
76 hit points. Yes.
You're talking about like the main frame of the 100-handed society. Like, yeah.
Again, I say I have
Zeus
70
just
hit
like
points. Yes,
swipes
I'm
us off the
scared.
table, and he's like, "I guess the Titans will just rule now." God.
Thor goes, so, we have our basic...
Zeus was the wipe us out.
I wanna like raise my hand and be like, I think we have our basics. As far as it goes, do we have any idea of like what type of spells we want to prepare, like any specific type of damage or any specific utility spells?
Well,
Because if
think
I'm
having
going to be
a wide
healing, I
array-
can also do things like, get the
think-
locate object, dispel magic, all of that ready to go too.
I think wide
I think-
range is best.
Yeah. So whatever you think is necessary, because I mean I've got like detect magic, I've got counterspell and dispel magic, but I only have a couple spell slots, so I'm going to be relying a lot on cantrips and magic items. So I'm going to try and save my slots for when they're really needed.
Yeah.
If you guys wanted
Besides
to do like
counterspell-
utility stuff and they're just a wide range.
Besides counterspell,
Or
I can
just stuff
cover
up
the
front
other
with the
stuff
top
that you
people.
have, so you can keep those spell slots for things like counterspell if they're needed.
And I'm gonna pipe up and be like, does anybody have attunement slots? I don't know, I don't know how to say it. Like, does anybody have any room to fit this that needs to be attuned to you? And I'll hold up the ring of shooting stars. I don't know, because
Oh yeah, I was going to see.
if
Can
we're
I
gonna
see that?
be as prepared as possible,
Can I
I'm
see the
willing to
staff?
trade stuff.
Yes, the staff is a staff of frost. And yes,
Nice.
most, if not all, of these allies has a free attunement slot. Yes.
May I use the staff?
You've got to give something up, though, right?
Yeah, I can like unattune from something. Let's see. If anybody needs to borrow like the gauntlets, I still have those.
Ooh,
Somebody
Lathos
who's in the
might.
front.
I was gonna say the same thing. What does
What
Lathos's,
does that make his strength?
It says your strength score is 19 while you wear these gauntlets. They have no effect on
Oh.
you if your strength is 19 or higher.
He's already at 20. Forget it.
Oh, okay.
Somebody who's up front who
Yeah,
is
but
not
we're
at that
right
height
now.
would be nice to have it.
Listen, I'm gonna be long range. All right, I may as well try to like have somebody use them that would benefit from them more in the situation that I would. Right? That's why I'm asking about the staff, because like if it's got long range stuff.
No one's really strength based besides him.
What about
What about
Adagio?
somebody in the mid range who can use it if they get caught up in something?
My
Yeah, I
strength
mean,
is
Vanix could, I
a
suppose.
16.
I mean,
I
the
think
strength
16.
saves if you have a
Do you
low
want-
strength. Like if you get grappled and you need to get out of something.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Vanix could use it. He's all spells, but if someone gets in range, he does have a quarterstaff he could use.
Adagio has a strength score of 16, so that would bump it up to a 19.
It
Oh,
would,
yeah.
but then I also have the Godstone of Strength, Ares, which would bump it up by 2, so I'd have an 18 anyway. So
Which
I
is the
just
same
go,
thing.
Godstone. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
but we always kind of forget that we have the Godstones.
yeah, but if I just flick it in the air and it just like circles around me, it's just always be there.
I never forget.
I forget that we have them
Right,
because
or
we
just
never
wake
use
yours
them.
up.
I am saving it. Okay. Is it okay if I add that staff?
Yeah,
then to
absolutely.
my-
Yeah.
Alright. Is it just staff of ice?
Staff of Frost.
Who's using
And
the
I
ring?
assume
Yeah, who wants
Uh,
the ring of shooting stars?
Does it work better for someone who's at range?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all ranged stuff.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, the stuff that it is, if you're in close combat, you can use it so long as you don't stand next to those things.
Honestly, maybe Iasis could use it if he can't get in melee.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll say
You do
Iasis
have to be
Iasis will take it.
I
What
will
was that?
say you've got to be super careful with it though, because with some of those things like the charged balls of lightning, if you have any allies within that space when it goes off, they're going to get fucked up by it too.
Oh, he's used to that. He has his Staff of Lightning and Thunder.
Okay.
Cool. He now has the Ring of Shooting Stars.
Cool.
So, here's a question. If you have an item that makes you resistant to cold damage and you're already naturally resistant, is that just...
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They don't stack.
It'd be nice. You just become immune to cold
Yeah.
damage.
Unless
it.
unless it says specifically if you're already resistant, you become immune.
Where do we stand with our remaining things?
I think it's really funny that because
What do
I
you
only
mean
have
by-
a really small amount of spell slots, I try to compensate with magic items.
Like I use PB, obviously.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the ones I remember I had the conversation with the other ones.
Do you want
they didn't
some
want
of
to bond
us-
with me, or did they just not want to bond with like us?
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, like, would one of you guys
'Cause
want to
which-
use one of the others?
Because who do we all have right now?
You have Hyperion, you have Iapetus, you have someone else probably.
I'll raise the problem again of using them also uses an entombment slot.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I'll also mention that
Do we
none
have
of
to
them are on
tell
D
you
and D
about
Beyond,
that
so
Let's not do that to Sammy.
Let's not do that to you. That
I have to
would
think
be
about it.
cruel.
We'll be a nice party this time.
Do we have the Titan of Invention?
Craftsmanship?
Iapetus, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, are we
Okay, I
ready
think-
to bed?
Yes, I think so.
Alright. Everyone,
Gosh,
rest up. We've got
I want to pull the
a
rest of the
particular
party
day
back
tomorrow.
and Cora.
Open that door.
Sure. So everyone begins to sort of disperse and find where they're going to be sleeping for the evening, besides the Hands of Fate and Cora.
So after talking to Artemis, I talked to some of the druids in the forest, and Cora, I don't think I've ever told you about the quest that is laid out for
I had
most
heard
druids.
from alternate sources, yes.
After talking to them and with things that have happened, I want to go to the Acmonian Woods
Now.
to see if I can undergo the ritual.
Now?
Now. Can't it wait?
this is. I mean, we literally just talked about going and doing this test.
So, the thing that I was going to say is I don't have to go through the ritual now. But I was going to see if, and I'm saying if because it is up to you and everybody else, if Ryujin would teleport me to there, I want to just talk to the druids and see. I didn't know that this was a possibility until today. I thought that this had been taken off the table for me completely after what happened at Ice Point.
Anura, with
Don't you
all
just need-
due respect, I think that something takes a bit more priority. After we either all die, in which case none of them matters, or we successfully complete this test, then by all means.
It was more of I don't want to undergo the ritual. I just wanted to go to the Acmonian Wood and then Gatestone back after I talked to them tonight.
But why must that happen now as opposed to after?
Because God knows how much time we're going to have after.
But then it won't matter either way, will it?
I don't know how to explain.
Anura, you're welcome to do whatever you'd like, but I am going to bed, and I am going to rest and prepare for whatever it is that we're going to see tomorrow. And I hope that you get a full night's sleep as well. Good night to you all. She
That
leaves.
platinum owl mask you have, this is the equivalent of that for me.
She's gone.
It's up to the rest of you if it's okay with you for me to just go talk to them and still rest
Well, I don't
there and
want
come
us
back
to
in the
split
morning first thing.
up And I agree we should all get a good night's rest. I mean,
I kind of agree with what Cora was saying. What's one more night?
Yeah, I've waited my whole life for this. What is one more night, I guess?
plus we're gonna be fine. You know, the test is gonna be a piece of cake. We're gonna be all right. None of us are gonna die.
Yeah.
None of us.
What
I'm
is
gonna get
one
really
more
close
night?
to Honora's face and say, "None of us are gonna die."
I'm just gonna look at Ryujin and go, "You've said that before. Look where it's gotten me."
None of us are gonna die. It's fine.
I guess what's one more night in the face of imminent death? And I'm gonna go up to the rooftop and go to sleep.
All right. So
We've lived
You
our
all-
whole lives.
you all find your space in this extremely crowded household right now.
I was gonna say, I was like, do we have any roommates?
Except the
Yes,
pool.
there are-
Oh, just
There are
rocking
people
by
that are
myself.
like, you know, like Isis is sleeping in the fucking stables. Like people are just sort of finding a corner to sleep.
There's a fucking roof that has so much room. What are they doing?
Banix is up there
Rain.
and Teclis is up there.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Alexios, you have a question?
Can I see if there's somewhere to sleep in? Can I see if there's somewhere to sleep in Hephaestus's temple?
Yeah, there absolutely is. A lot of the priests sleep there.
I thought you were gonna say is there somewhere to
I'm
sleep.
just
in
like
Forest
pillow and blanket. No, no.
Yeah, I will say you can head to the temple and they offer you one of their cots beneath the temple, or if you've brought your own blanket and pillow, if you want to just sleep on one of the pews in front of the forge, you're also welcome to do that.
Like near the forge, is it like an altar or is it just like a forge in the middle of a room?
The forge is the altar.
So I'm gonna sit on the floor, like kind of next to the forge.
Sure, you got it. It's warm
Like, real
and crackling.
hobo-like.
Yeah, absolutely. You find sleep in the warmth of the forge as you all gradually find sleep, and it is a restless sleep, but a sleep nonetheless. You wake up with the sun. You have all fully rested. You are fully prepared for the day. Do we want to roll our daily thingamajigs?
Yes. I'm subtracting today. Ugh. I don't like subtraction.
Oh, I rolled a 12 and a 20.
Or as Travis Willingham says, reverse math.
I am also gonna re-up on my spell storing item. I'm gonna put
got
Cure Wounds in
So I can
for
do
10
long rest
times
now.
level
Nice,
2.
smart.
Look at that,
Alright.
I'm no longer at 30 HP.
Anura, are you wheeling or woeing?
Whichever one is a subtraction.
Whoa!
think that's
Whoa.
low.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't know
Adagio,
which was...
what rolls
I
are you
rolled-
putting in your pocket?
I rolled a 12 and a 20.
You got a
Um,
20 to
I
put in your
know, I'm
pocket?
so excited.
That is
But
important.
like,
Cool.
where will I put it?
It's
Where
true.
will I use it? If I remember.
Alright, so as everyone gathers in the dining room, you see people who were sort of in more casual clothing last night, you see are now wearing armor. You see weapons have been cleaned. Very few people are eating, and those that are just sort of gnawing on something. Everyone's a bit nervous, everyone's a bit amped. And they all sort of look at Ryujin.
All right, well, there's no point in delaying it. Everybody, grab hands.
Okay, so
Run,
the
run.
5 of you and 4 others grab hands.
I'll,
You pass yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I passed Dardania the other gate stone.
Okay.
And all right. Is there a way we can message them when we're there safe to let them know the gate's done? Is that
I
something
was
we can do?
gonna ask like if I like kind of like talk to Cora beforehand about like who to like psychically link for like the 8 for like the 1
Mm.
hour.
Interesting.
Who she like would think like I assume like the 5 of us will somewhat be around each other, but like 2 or 3
Yeah.
of us and then like 5 other random people. Obviously, Cora.
Yeah, if you pull that up to Korra, she'll be like, I have no idea if this is something where we'll all be together the entire time, or if it will all be divided, each individual one of us. I have no idea what to expect. So, I mean, definitely link with me, because I want to be linked. But really, dealer's choice for the rest.
Oh.
Can I, like, raise my hand and look at Adagio and go, can I be linked this time?
I'm gonna look down and be like, damn, Ilme was my first choice. I was like, Ilme
How many
moves
people
so fast. Like,
Yeah, like
Ilme could
5.
just like run across the battlefield and be like, oh, I found something. I'd be like, yes, bet, say less.
It's 8 people
Oh.
total, Adagio?
It is.
Fuck
let me
saying
double-check
link
that.
the healers.
It
The healers
It's
won't
8
know if you're dying.
It's 8 people, including you.
is. Let me see.
Let's see. Psychic
I thought it
Link
was
is a
8
spell?
people plus you.
Let's see. Psychic Link. Oops, that's not the
I should
spell.
have just gone to my damn spells, literally. Telepathic bond is what it's called.
There we go, that's what it's
Telepathic
called.
bond. You forge a telepathic link among up to
With-
8 willing creatures of your choice within range. It does not say and me, so I assume
Yes,
one of
because
them.
you could theoretically do it without including you at all. So yes, you are one of those 8.
Darn. We don't have to speak the same language. How funny. Okay, well, meet Cora and Ilme.
Okay.
Oh, look
The
at
longer
that.
this campaign goes on, the more the energy for Adagio and Nora becomes absolute sibling energy.
For sure.
I don't pay attention to the side characters enough to be like you.
Wow.
Sammy
do
put
you-
in all this work.
I'm pretty sure you would want Eric's,
that-
right? I would
Eric's-
imagine.
Eric's? You want
Do we want
Lathos
Eric's?
maybe? Just because you love him?
I mean, I love
Yeah.
him. I love him, but I'm not trying. I'm trying to think logically, not emotionally. But I say
I will
yes to
say,
Eric's.
I prioritize long-range people with Hitler.
Well, definitely at
healers,
least,
and
like,
throw in, like,
Our groups. So I have me and Ilme and a friend, and then we kind of an all around.
close-range person or two.
Cora's gonna be kind of all around too.
do you want Dardania, who could heal in a pinch?
Dardania? How many people do I have? Me, Cora, Ilme,
Right
Dardania,
now you have
Eric's.
was Eric's, so that's 5.
We'll do a Nora. We'll do
Nora.
Alex. Wow, I can't do Alexios and not do Ryujin.
Okay.
Alexios and Ryujin are the last
I
two.
can talk to Ryujin.
That's okay. It'll be us 5 and then Cora, Eric.
There you go.
Ryujin
Cora,
can
Eric's,
talk
and
to me
Dardania.
either way.
I will say this will be a lot more helpful for me to be able to communicate if I'm in a wild shape.
It's
Yeah,
true.
we don't need to share our communication stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. If we are ready, I
Let's do it.
guess. Yeah, I will. Do I need to roll, or is it just gonna take us?
It is an associated object, so it's just going to take you.
All right.
Yeah.
Get ready, and then I will.
You feel the constriction of the teleport energy, and then suddenly all 9 of you pop into existence. You wait a few moments before the rest of your party appears behind you. All of you. And you find yourselves in the divine battlefield.
No,
Wouldn't
God
But
damn it.
a very different place of that battlefield. Much
Called
further
it.
in. And you
Like,
are
go
not
fucking spells.
remotely near the mountain edges. You are in the middle of fucking nowhere. But right here, in the middle of fucking nowhere, is a sandstone temple. Half ruined by time, half sunk into the sands. You see in front of you what was most likely at one point a grand, beautiful temple, but now is almost entirely submerged in the sand. Besides this front entryway, where you see 2 20-foot tall statues right in front of this doorway, one missing part of a nose. and 3 sets of staircases that all sort of lead up just a few steps toward this front entrance. But you also see 11 sleeping creatures all over this front patio entranceway. Creatures that you have never seen before. They look almost brownish purple in color. And they don't have any arms or legs that you can see. They definitely have a mouth and a tail, and it looks like they have wings as well. They're almost slug-like without the wings. And they're all sort of slumbering haphazardly, but certainly blocking the way into this temple. And you see one of them sort of stretches in its slumber and stretches out a wing. And you see the wing is almost draconic in nature, but the best way I can describe it is a bit more wobbly. Dragon wings tend to have these sharp angles, and these are very curvy. And you see around the tip where dragons would have talons or claws, you see these little slumbering draconic eyes just sort of at the tips of the wings. It stretches and then curls it back in and continues slumbering. What are you guys doing?
Do they look like they would be hostile?
They certainly look foreign and alien. You have no idea. Right now, they're just sleeping.
I just wanted to ask
So
you
are
if
they-
like, this is old like her or like new.
Is there a goal to put the nose back on the statue? Or are they just like blocking the statue? What's
I think this is just to get us here, and we're supposed to get it.
You do hear Phoebe, Adagio. She goes, "Oh, I know this place. Or at least I used to. It used to be far
God.
more colorful. This was one of Kronos's.
And those guard dogs are.
Foreign to me.
Ah,
Do we need to just kind of get past them? Is that what seems to be happening?
I
Okay.
would prefer just getting past them if we can
Me too.
avoid conflict.
Someone pass me a gate stone, and I'm gonna turn into something, and I can fly over them.
Or, hear me out,
how-
we could
what-
throw the gate stone and not have anybody potentially get mauled by 11
That's-
creatures when they're alone in a small creature.
True, but also we'd be kind of flying blind as to where the gate stone lands.
So tie it to an arrow and shoot it across.
Can I tie it to a flame arrow so we can see it?
It's
And we just said Kai.
We could
Oh, yeah,
just do
true.
Kai.
yeah, I'm gonna give Kai a gate stone. And I'm gonna have him
Yeah, but we don't know.
silently,
We don't know anything about
invisibly
these things.
fly
I don't know
above.
why you look so surprised by that.
Okay, so Kai is
Wait.
invisibly taking this gate stone past them. I'll have Kai
Yeah.
make a stealth check with advantage.
Oh wait, this is celestial magic, not arcane magic. Never
Okay.
mind.
A stealth check, you said?
Yes, with advantage.
As I say, wait, I thought we couldn't do arcane magic.
Advantage. Good that you gave me advantage, because my first thing I rolled was a 2. Dirty 20.
Okay, I'm going to roll perception checks for all 11 of these creatures.
Oh!
Can I subtract from the highest?
Sure. We'll see if that matters.
How many times can I subtract in a row?
Sammy, how perceptive are these
we're not
Does it
motherfuckers?
say it
that.
takes... I don't know. Does it say it takes anything in particular, or just you can do it?
Well, I mean, it's a reaction, but like it doesn't.
Oh,
say
it's a
outside
reaction.
of-
So these would all be happening in the same moment. So you could only do it on one.
Well, I'm trying to make sure because it does. It says it's got weird wording.
You find that out, and I'm gonna roll these dice.
You gain a special reaction based on the die roll.
He's gonna
Okay.
Kai's gonna get noticed. There's 11 of them. There's no way.
Okay, so
Is
There
he
is-
invisible?
he's invisible.
Okay.
You don't know what that is.
Which is why he rolled with
I will
advantage.
say, I am having him fly a good distance above them. Not like
Yeah, of course.
just like a few feet, but like
Of course.
up pretty high.
There is a nat 20 in here, so I assume that's the one that you want to
Yeah.
decrease. Go ahead.
Yeah. Definitely. Take that shit down by 6.
I bet they have like a plus 10 to
And then that was
perception.
like a
So-
19.
1, 2,
Oh, I could
3,
have cast pass without a trace.
4. But you
But
don't
yeah.
have to
With
be with him.
I could get within
Yeah.
30 feet of him though, until like when he's flying over.
Yeah, but then like, what if they just like?
So,
I don't know. I don't know how this works.
so
I'll see.
4 of these creatures stir as Kai invisibly flies over them. And you see one in particular right by the entrance doorway, looks up with these 2 draconic eyes, opens up its
Trace.
mouth, and you see
If I
you
notice,
see not a toothy maw of a dragon. You see in its mouth is an enormous eye. And it just sort of looks up, and you see a gatestone clatter.
well, I was
to the
gonna
ground.
say, if I see them like stirring, I was gonna just call him back, like, because
All right,
he can just
go ahead
pop
and
back.
go ahead and make a dexterity check. Actually, this won't be initiative, but I want you to make an initiative check versus their initiative check to see which happens
Okay.
first.
Also, I thought when Kai got snapped, anything that was on him stayed with him until he came
This
back.
is not getting snapped.
Oh, what's my initiative? Plus 2, 21.
21. So you do manage to snap him before
Oh, the
this eye
orders.
looks at Kai.
As soon as I see him like open his eye, can I cast pass without a trace on us and get people to start like, trying to not be standing in the middle of the open looking at them?
You are certainly able to do that, and you're certainly able to try, but you are in the middle of the desert, so there's not much to hide
Oh
behind.
shit! That's
Yeah, I'm
You're
just-
in the
I'm
middle of
turning in-
nothing.
I'm turning invisible once I see them start to move.
We're gonna
And
have to
as-
fight them at this point.
As
Oh no!
you guys are
I'm
taking
sorry, y'all.
these pieces, these awake creatures begin to stir their brethren, and they begin to take to the sky. You see, they have to sort of like, almost like seals on land, have to sort of move around a bit, but as soon as they get their wings out, they are able to fly gracefully, and they're all very aware that people are here right now, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh my
Oh.
God. I will say real quick, if we're in the middle of the desert, I was not casting pass without a trace then.
Okay, then
There's not
then
much
that's
it'll
fine.
do.
That's fine. All right, so we will come back to this fight very soon, right after our break.
Ah.
Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
For me.
And we are back. Welcome back to the game. Let's hop right back in. So, when we left off, you guys had all appeared at this temple entrance with these 11 disgusting aberrations blocking you from getting inside. I'd like you all to roll initiative, please. Anybody over
You're
20?
feeling easy about the dice.
I rolled another 21.
21.
Got a 20. Got a 28.
Jesus.
Wait, I got a natural 20 for a 23.
23 for Alexios.
God damn, y'all. You know how Sammy told me to get all the good rolls out of the way at the beginning?
Yeah, what'd you get?
Not one.
Again? For a total of what?
3.
And
I
Adagio,
think
what'd you
you're
get?
just cursed.
I got an 18 altogether.
18 altogether for Adagio.
Now, last week, I got a 2 for a total of 4.
That is true. Alright, so that brings us to Ilmay at the top of the order. All of these creatures are now awake and are beginning to hover and fly at various heights around you. The highest one is probably about 20 feet off the ground. The lowest one is just sort of hovering right over the ground. What are you doing?
Okay, first off, was I able to turn invisible before?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So can I roll a stealth check to see if anybody recognizes me or like sees me so I can get a surprise for my
Yeah,
assassination?
go ahead and make a stealth check. That would be a bonus action to make your stealth check.
Okay, cool. Do I make it at advantage because I'm invisible?
Yes, you do.
Alright. So that's gonna be... What's myself? 28. 31.
31. It is literally impossible for any of them to perceive you. So yes, you are hidden from all of them.
Okay, cool. Then I shall pull out my crossbow and shoot. Is there one that seems like bigger than all the other? Or are they all like the same?
They're all roughly equivalent.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start on one side. I'm gonna start on the blue guy.
All
way in the
right,
corner.
blue guy, go ahead.
And I get advantage for my assassinate because
Yes,
I go
because they haven't gone yet.
before.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow, they were both good. It's like a 30 something.
I mean, yeah, that hits.
So it's an auto
Imagine you said
crit.
it didn't.
It is not an auto. Oh, it is. It's not an auto crit because
They
he's not
didn't-
surprised. But you get
Okay.
advantage because they haven't gone in combat yet.
Okay, well I thought because they didn't see me that it would hopefully work.
Well,
But
they're not surprised though. They're not surprised. They just can't. They just don't know where you are. So you still get your sneak attack and you got advantage, but it's not an auto crit.
Okay. Let me grab my die.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 6. Is that what I have now? Yes, 6. Plus that. Okay. It's 10. 3. 30 points with the first one.
Nice. 30 points as the arrow flies invisibly before becoming real as it stabs into this aberration before promptly turning directions.
Yep, then I will roll
Go down
again.
the line.
Yes. Now the question is, does this work? Do I get advantage on all of them then?
You get
'Cause they
advantage on
haven't
all
gone?
of them because none of them have gone. Yes.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay.
But you can only get sneak attack once per turn.
Yes, but I was
Yeah.
still could
Yes.
potentially. Okay, that's still cool. Okay, that's a 20 something.
That hits.
26. Okay, cool. That is going to be 13 points.
13. All right. Red guy,
Yep.
-2.
19.
19 still hits.
Okay, that's going to be 14 points.
All right. Mr. Yellow,
Okay.
as the crossbow goes just cutting through these things.
Yeah, so 18 plus 8 is going to hit, right? That's a 20 something.
You're still subtracting 3.
Yeah, I'm subtracting 3. I started with 11, now I'm at 8.
Then yes, that absolutely hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 13 points.
13. All right, are you going to pink or purple next?
Pink.
Pink, you got it. This is a real Yondu's arrow moment.
14 plus 7 is a 21.
Hits.
Okay. That's going to be 12 points.
All right.
Okay, now I'm at plus 6.
Are you hitting light blue or green?
I shall hit. We'll do light blue.
Sure.
How close do you have to? Do they have to be when it bounces?
I believe that to be
30.
30 feet.
30 feet, yeah.
So is purple gonna be kind of like?
They're all pretty close. 5, 10.
yeah.
15. Yeah. I mean,
If I go,
she misses
I
one,
think
she
I
misses
can
one.
get- Yeah. And plus, I wasn't looking at the map at first. I was just
Sure.
naming off
I
colors.
think you could also. I think you could go
if I go
from.
back up to
You could
Can
go
I go-
from light blue to purple to green and then continue
Yeah.
if you want it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we
I
should
thought
be- we
that.
should-
I didn't know if light blue and purple were close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm at plus 6. So
Yes.
17 plus 6, 20.
Hits.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, cool. 13 points again.
All right. Going
plus
up to
5.
purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 19 plus 5.
Yup.
Okay, that's 13 points again.
All right.
Okay, now I'm plus 4.
Down to green.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna hit. That was 11.
Yeah, no. So this they're all just like, what are these new creatures? It goes through so many of them before finally hitting the ground before it hits the green one. You look, they definitely take the blow, and you can see like the hole in the wing from where it sort of cuts through them, but they don't seem to mind terribly much.
Okay, well, I did my
But that's
best.
definitely a good first blood for sure.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
yeah.
move
Go ahead.
just a little bit. I'm gonna just go over here. I don't want to be clumped together.
You got it. All right. That then brings us to Teclis, who will pull out his longbow. Just say, "Here we go, then." And we'll just move over here just so we can like see him on the map. Actually, he's only here, I think. And he will. He will use Thornwind and make 2 attacks on the dark blue one, because that's the one that you hurt the most. So he's just gonna go with that.
He also has a Thornwind? I didn't know this.
He has a Thornwind equivalent. Yeah, his dad made Thornwind.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
You said that like 4 times.
I did not internalize it.
He rolled a
Nat
1 and a
one.
2. A nat 1 and a nat 2, y'all. Which brings him to a
Subtract
14.
from their armor class or
Oh.
something.
So, neither of those hit.
Did you say? Is that a 13 to hit? Oh
Yeah,
my
he's got
God.
a plus 13. He's pretty cool. And he will use his bonus action to turn invisible until the end of his next turn. All right, that brings us to Alexios. You're up.
Okay, so I can't see the map. So did Ilme go right or left?
Ilme went right. Teclis went left.
Okay. I am going to move about 1 space up and 3 over from Adagio, where Adagio is.
Okay.
And pistol, I want to take 2 shots. One at is that gray?
Yeah, sure.
Outline. And
The white one, yeah.
Gray. One at the white and one just to the one to the right of that.
Gotcha. That one's the black. You're good.
Okay. Both sharpshooter shots are -5.
Go ahead.
First one was a natural 20.
That one certainly hits.
Second one is a 12.
12 misses, but the first one certainly hits.
Okay. Arcane Jolt.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
I dropped. Okay. That's 34, 30 plus 16 is
50?
Is it? Yeah, 50.
All right. 50 points of damage to this one as you just pull out your pistol, aim at this disgusting creature, and you're like, it's draconic enough for me to hate it. And you just fire at it, and it blows this incredible radiant hole in its wing. It just sort of screeches, this bizarre screech coming out of an eye mouth. Anything else, Lexios?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's scary.
All right, Ryujin, you're up.
So my question is, on the map, Sammy, are they all at the same height?
No, they're varying by around 20 feet, give or take. Some are up a little higher, some are down a little lower.
So how do I know which ones I can hit in a line?
I'll say, just for simplicity's sake, if you can make a horizontal line, I'll allow it.
Okay. That brings me to my next question. If I can cast a spell, for example, Fire Step is a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
in the same turn, would I be able to Lightning Bolt?
No. If you cast
No?
a spell as a bonus action and an action, one of them has to be a cantrip.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was what it was, but I couldn't remember. I figured I'd clarify. Okay, so if I move up right here, I can hit those 4.
Yeah, I'll allow that for sure.
Okay, then I will. Yeah, before I run up, I'm gonna just nudge Stardania with my elbow. So watch this, and then, yeah, I will cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay. What's the save on that?
That's Dex 17.
All right. Rolling for all 4 of them. Okay. So only one of them, just that first light blue one, only that one succeeds. The rest take full damage.
Subtract?
Sure, go ahead.
Subtract 6 from it.
Okay, so all 4 of them fail. Anora has used their reaction. Go ahead and roll that damage, Ryujin.
Aye, Captain. Wait 1 second, I gotta pull out too many dice. Alright.
Holy shit.
Oh, just wait. It gets better.
But wait, there's more.
It's going to be 41 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so they all take all 41. So that is 4 to that one. The white one also takes 41. And then both of those take 41. The white one is definitely looking the roughest of all of them. But now the light blue one is wounded as well. But they all take this lightning bolt to the face, and for a moment, even the bright desert light gets brighter from this lightning bolt coming out of Ryujin's hand. And they all... They seem pissed.
How wounded they look?
The white one is looking rough.
The rest of them?
Do you have any other questions?
Bruh. Okay, I'm gonna move back 5, 10 feet. Actually, we'll go diagonally. Right there. So I don't get annihilated by myself.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to summon the Tentic or the Spectral Wave.
Sure.
Just to have
Hold
that.
that up for you. Just in case.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright.
You can place it wherever you'd like.
I will just have it right there. I don't want it to like make Teclis's shots hard. If I can have it like behind me, I will.
Yeah, he can
But
also
it's just-
move slightly. That's okay.
Okay, so it's fine right there.
Yeah.
And,
All right.
All right. That's it.
Anything else from you, Ryujin?
Oh, that's it.
That brings us to them.
Lord.
All 11 of them. So,
Whoopsie.
they all begin to converge upon you.
Maybe I should have cast armor bag at this actually. Didn't think this far ahead.
As they all just begin to fly down. Now, luckily, they can't see Ilme or Teclis.
No, I'm visible now. I made an attack.
Oh, okay, great. So they can absolutely see you.
Yeah.
And this one's flying a bit above. And they all just slowly begin making their way down to kill you. Okay, so we'll start from the left, shall we? So, blue guy can't see Teclis, but can see, let's see, range, 20, 20. Can see Ryujin, Korra, and Lathos.
Oh no.
So, first, to Ryujin.
Yes.
Ryujin, you see one of the eyes on its wing looks right at you, and you feel this sense of force hit you. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Is this magic coming from its eyes?
It is.
I have the blood glass lens, it seems.
It is not magic blocking, it's not magic targeting your eyes.
But if it's coming from their eyes, I think it's the same effect.
Will you read that?
Let me.
'Cause I think it's effects that target your eyes.
Yeah, let me just find it really quickly. Blood glass lenses. These pink-tinted lenses are made of blood glass. While worn, no magical effect can pass through them, unless produced by an artificial or by an artifact or deity. These lenses block any magical effect that is produced from the eye, such as a petrifying gaze effect, and also block any effects that specifically target the eyes, like blindness or death spell.
Well, that certainly helps you in this.
The
Great.
only time ever. Let's go.
For sure. So, the sort of directional force hits you, but you're able to just sort of stand it, and this thing is looking very confused at you. Let's see if Korra has a similar fate with a... another eye looks at Korra, and she needs to make a dexterity saving throw. She gets a natural 19 on, so she's okay. So she's taking half damage. $29. 29 halved to 14 points of damage to Korra. As you see, for a brief moment, Korra's beautiful features, I mean, covered in the platinum aloe mask currently, but you see her skin begins to wrinkle and wither before she's able to fight it off. Then Lathos must make a dexterity saving throw as well, as another eye targets him. Uh-oh.
No.
That is a failure. So Lathos, you see this ray of orange-yellow fire shoot off at Lathos. He takes 27 points of fire damage to Lathos. That is the first creature's turn. That brings us to Orange. Ryujin, incredibly lucky in this fight. Ryujin does not have to make any of these saves. But Orange is going to attack the same 3 targets. So, let's see what Korra has to deal with. Korra needs to make a Constitution saving throw as a white-blue ray streaks out. That is...
You said that was the first one?
That was the first one. They each get 3.
Oh!
That is a 12, which fails. So, Korra Takes
I knew these
17
glasses would
points
come in handy
of
sometime.
cold damage. 17 points of cold damage, and her speed is halved until her next turn. Until its next turn. As you see ice form around her ankles as she is temporarily frozen. And then Lathos. Lathos feels a very similar force that Ryujin was able to fend off. We'll see if he is able to as well. Strength save, he should be fine. With a nat 20, he's fine. Yeah, so he's actually totally fine from that one. That is the end of the orange's turn. The red's turn hits the same 3 targets. So, one hits Ryujin, does nothing. The second one tries to freeze Korra again, which she fails again, taking an additional 20 points of cold damage. She's already not looking very great. The third beam at Lathos is fire again. Let's see if we can save that one. That is... you can definitely see it, so he gets advantage on it. Which did not help him. So he takes the full brunt of this fire damage. Wow! That is 66, and I rolled 5 ones. So that's only 8 points of fire damage to Lathos.
Good job.
Amazing. That's Red's turn. Now we're going to get some variety with Light Blue. Light Blue is going to go for Lathos, Dardania, and Anura. So, first against Lathos. You see this sort of like sonic blast fire off of this ray. Con save for Lathos. Not great, even for his amazing con. So he takes 3 points of thunder damage. And is incapacitated until the end of his next turn.
Does he auto fail saves then?
If you are incapacitated, you cannot take actions or reactions. But that doesn't mean that you
Okay.
auto fail.
Got scared.
Yeah. Dardania. Oh, so many goddamn papers. Aha,
You did this to
Dardania.
yourself.
I truly did. It's alright, I'm taking some pieces off the board. Dardania with a 6. Uh-oh. Alright, Dardania needs to make a dex save as this black ray of energy comes towards her. It's a magical effect, so she gets advantage. Which matters. That allows her to save. So she only takes half of this damage. 10, 20, 27, 28, 33 halved to 16 points to Dardania of necrotic damage. And then finally to Anura. Anura, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as this blue-white beam of energy comes towards you.
Alright. Man, why couldn't it be on a concentration? I get advantage on that.
Sorry.
That is a 12.
12 is a failure, but you are resistant to cold, correct?
I am, yes.
So you're going to take half damage on this. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 half to only 5 points of cold damage to you. But
Very
I
your
random.
haven't even gone through my temp HP yet.
Yeah. But your speed is halved until the end of its next turn, as ice
Shitty.
forms around your ankles. Yes, Ryujin?
This is very random. Something I just want your opinions on. If
Sure.
you zoom in on Owlbear and look at Iasis, does it not kind of look like Johnny Depp?
Where is Isis?
Kinda. Isis is by
What?
Krisa and Adagio.
Oh my god, it does.
What?
Cool. Alright, that is
Alright,
Light
sick.
Blue's turn. That brings us to Yellow, who's going to target the exact same 3 people.
Who would have thought?
So Lathos needs to make a con save, which he succeeds on. So he only takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, half to 8, half to 4 points of cold damage. Dardania. Can't do that. Dardania needs to make a strength save. Uh-oh. Not good for Dardania. That is a 8, which gets advantage, to a 4, so she does not succeed on that. So she takes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of force damage to her, and she is pushed up to 60 feet away.
Oh god.
She's
Jesus.
pushed, I mean, from it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. She's gone.
Bye, Dardania.
Bye, Dardania. And then Anura. Anura, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as this orange-yellow beam fires at you.
I'm not good at these saving throws. That is a 7.
7 is a failure, but you're also resistant to fire, are you not?
I am, yes.
So you're still going to take half. So that is 22 half to 11 points of fire damage to you.
Okay. My
And
10
that is-
HP is finally gone.
That is the Yellow's turn. That brings us to Pink, who is
Pink.
going to hit, let's say, Anura, Vanix, and Erix. Hit those 3. So, Anura, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. As this
Alright.
sort of silver beam fires at you.
That
Oh,
is
no.
a 10.
10. You are paralyzed for 1 minute. You can
Did I
try
take
to
any damage?
Nope. But you can
Oh.
repeat. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. But you are currently paralyzed.
What does that mean?
The effect of paralyzed: you cannot move or speak. You automatically fail any strength or dex saves, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
So I can't even cast spells.
Correct. You are paralyzed for at least a turn, but you could potentially save from it.
Yeah, but it's at the
that-
end of my turn. I can't do shit then.
That's true. You essentially lose a turn. Yes. That brings us to Vanix. What Vanix have to do? Vanix needs to make a con save. Vanix fails his con save. So that is another burst of sonic blast for 10 points of thunder damage to Vanix. And Vanix is incapacitated until the end of their next turn. That brings us to Erix. Erix must make a con save. Erix rolls a 3 on his con save. So Erix takes a bunch of cold damage. 7, 8, 9, 10, That is 16 points of cold damage to Eric's, and he is temporarily frozen as well. That is pink. Purple is going to go for Adagio, Iasis, and Alexios. So Adagio first. Adagio, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
There's what, 4 more after this?
As a black beam of energy fires at your direction.
I'm so glad I have advantage on these.
You're not raging yet, are you? Oh no, but you still have danger sense. You're fine.
23. 22.
Yeah, you're okay.
17.
You do take half damage.
Ooh, don't tell me these things.
26 halved to 13 points of necrotic damage as your skin begins to wither as well. Then it hits, who did I say? Iasis?
Hey, what did we do to you?
This is not me. This
What
is
kind of
Zeus.
save is it?
We're about to find out. It is a... can't do that one again. Can't do that one again.
It's Johnny
That
Depp.
one
You
again?
can't convince me any differently.
Can't do that one again. There we go. It is a Constitution saving throw, which he succeeds on, which is great because that one does nothing if he succeeds. So he's great. But Alexios, I need you to make a Dexterity saving throw, as the orange-yellow beam fires at you.
So we're not rolling the same thing?
No, depending on what
Okay.
beam comes at you, you're rolling something different.
Okay. You said Dex?
Dex.
18.
18. All right. You are taking half damage on this, but it's fire, so you're actually going to be taking quarter damage on it.
Bet you guys wish you had some blood glass lenses, dude.
Yeah, those are coming in clutch, dude.
They've never worked for anything else, ever.
27 halved to 13, halved to 6 points of fire to you, Alexios. And that is Purple's turn. That brings us to Green. Green's going to hit the same 3, so Alexios, Adagio, and Iasis. Alexios first. Alexios, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alright, I'm better at cards. Okay.
Is that good?
21.
21, you succeed as this blue-white energy hits you. You are going to take half damage on this. That is 5, 6, 10, 14, 17 half to 8 points of cold damage. And your speed is halved until the end of its next turn.
Wait,
Yes.
we still got Ring of Warmth. So I take half of that damage.
Oh, yeah. So that'll bring you down to 4.
Nice.
Amazing.
Alright.
Then Adagio.
The con one?
Adagio, this is actually a dex one.
Oh, right. So that's
As-
haha.
As the same black beam of energy hits you from a different one.
Oh, God, crap. What's a 16?
16, that's a success.
Oh,
So you're going to
crap,
take
so that's-
half damage.
I was like,
10.
please.
16, 17, 18. 28 half to 14 points of necrotic. And then Iasis. Iasis needs to make a con save. With a nat 1 on Iasis' con save. And it's thunder damage too. It's like his dad himself is punishing. Okay, so that is 4 points of thunder damage and he is incapacitated until the end of its next. Or sorry, yes, he's incapacitated to the end of his next
Are
turn.
these like arcane in nature?
Yeah. But they're not spells. If that's what you're asking.
Are they like concentration type deals or just effects?
Doesn't seem that way. It seems like they're effects.
Yes. Okay.
All right, that brings us to White. White is going to hit Adagio, Alexios, and Ilme. So first, Adagio. Adagio, I need you, as this orange-yellow beam hits you, I need to make a dex save.
I'm just grateful that they're all dex, because if you look at my other saves, I'd cry. That is, that one is going to be 23.
That certainly succeeds. You're going to take half damage on this. 10, 15, 18. That's 18 points of fire damage. And that's all it does to you. Alexios. Alexios, the black beam comes to you. I need you to make a dex save. Dex.
Once upon a time, I felt bad for taking all of these resistances to different types of damage.
Now it's coming in clutch.
Now I don't regret it at all.
19.
19 succeeds. You take half damage on this. Which brings it to 25 halves to 12 points of necrotic damage. And then Ilme. First hit to Ilme, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as the blue-white beam hits you.
Okay, so these are arcane.
Yes.
So my blood glass medallion will affect if it's a saving throw. So I take half on a
success or on a failure.
On a failure, yeah.
Awesome.
And
go
no
ahead.
damage on a success.
On a success. Go ahead.
This is a con?
Con.
Oh god, no. 4.
4 is a failure, but you're gonna take half anyway. It's 8, 9, 25, or sorry, 15 halves to 7 points of cold damage, but your speed is halved until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
As you are somewhat frozen. Alright, that brings us to Black, who's gonna hit the same 3, Adagio, Alexios, Ilme. First, Adagio. Adagio, I need you, as this sonic boom hits you, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, I dropped my dice. That is a natural 1.
That is only 3 points of thunder damage, but you are incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
And that one is the one where it's like, I just can't do anything? Like, I just
You
lose
can't
the
do
turn,
anything. You can't do anything. That brings us to Alexios. Alexios, another black ray of death hits you. Dexterity saving throw. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat.
You said Dex?
Dex.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is a success. That is 23, 28 have to 14 points of necrotic damage. And then to Ilme. Can't use that one again. Can't use that one again. Ilme, I need you to make a strength save as this sort of like directional energy hits you.
That is going to be a 17.
17 succeeds, so you take no damage.
Nice.
And finally, the last one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It can still hit Adagio, so it's going to hit the same 3 all over again. We'll start with Ilme this time. Ilme, I need you to make a dex save as this orange-yellow beam comes at you.
23.
You're fine. Alexios, I need you to make a con save as the sonic beam comes at you.
I was just about to say Dex. So, con is 19.
19 is a success. You take half to 3 points of thunder damage, and that's it. Oh, actually, I lied. You take no damage whatsoever. And then Adagio. Another black ray of energy. Dex save.
Nice. Okay, my hit points is at 69 right now.
Heyo.
22 again.
22
Rolling.
succeeds.
Fact that like eats so much of my health.
33 halved to 16 points of necrotic damage to you.
Why did that go up each damage I took from it?
Sorry, man. Alright. That's their turn. Adagio.
I can't do anything, I'm incapacitated.
Adagio, you're incapacitated. At the end of your turn, you can make another save. Which is a con save.
Not a con save. What is my screen doing? Okay, well, I guess I rolled one on D&D Beyond, and it's a 4.
So wait,
Or
for
you
the
are-
incapacitated...
Yeah.
Sorry. The incapacitated, is it to the end of the next turn, or do we have to save from it?
Until the end of... So sorry, you're talking about actually two different effects. You're paralyzed, Honora, which is a different effect.
Okay.
The incapacitation lasts until the end of the creature's next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, what did I roll for?
Yeah, what did he roll for?
It's a great question, and I have no answer for you. I was just reading the wrong thing.
JK.
Okay, I was like, hold up.
So you just lose your turn, Adagio.
Like completely?
Yeah, you're incapacitated.
Yeah, what happens?
So, like, if I had an artifact that gave me, like, a second turn.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't want to use it, but I also thought that'd be interesting. I was like, give me
Well,
a
an
house.
incapacitated creature can't take actions. So I don't know if you could activate the link if you wanted to.
That's okay.
That
I'll
is a
save
cool
it for-
idea, though.
I'll save it for a cooler moment.
Cool. All right, that brings us to Cora, who is sort of half frozen, but it still exists as a person that can do a thing. And she is really not doing great. So she's gonna have to cure wounds herself. Sorry, everyone else. But she's currently at like 17 hit points. So that is 4d8. 4d8 plus 5. Okay. 10, 16, 19, plus 5. 24 points of healing back to her. Math. Alright. She's doing much better now. Okay, that is her action. Bonus action. Regent, how you looking? Regent? Oh, everyone is frozen. Interesting. This is great. Interesting. Hey everyone. Give me one second here. Alright, hi everyone. Sorry for that. I don't know what happened. I guess I dropped myself.
We were all just
but-
like sitting here talking about it, and then we went, "There's no Sammy."
When did I cut out? So Cora cure wounds herself.
Yes.
I think
Great.
you said she was at 17 hit points. I think
Yeah,
is what
she
you
was.
said.
She was at 17 before she healed herself. Ryujin, how wounded are you? Great, amazing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Damn, that's
None
Cool.
of the
So
shit
then
could hit him.
she is going to use her bonus action with her healing light to heal Lathos a bit. Because Lathos is not looking great. So she's
I
going
mean,
to
we're
use...
gonna literally have to like save and then
Yeah.
immediately go back into the saving throws.
Okay, so she uses 4.
If I hadn't rolled a nat 1, I could have attacked.
Okay, that is Korra's turn. Hold on, let me just fix Ryujin's camera here, because for some reason he's froyo. You're frozen on the stream, but you're fine on the actual call. There you go, now you're fine. Okay, so that brings us to Dardania, who is 1,000 years away. So she'll use, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get like back to almost the battlefield.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, where'd she go?
Yeah. She's a sorceress, so all of her stuff is arcane, so that's good. She will... Well, I guess she has to use her entire, because she's half speed. So yeah, that's actually that's her entire turn. It brings us to Vanix, who is incapacitated until the end of its next turn. Lathos is incapacitated. Iasis is both incapacitated, or is incapacitated. Krisa is fine. Krisa has not been hit, I don't think.
Pop off, Krisa. Was she too far? Or, like, were they
I
just
think
hitting
she was just in the back and just didn't happen to get hit. She's going, oh. It's like Saving Private Ryan, you know? Okay, so let's see what
Do something
Krisa
cool, Krisa.
wants to do here. She will activate her dancing sword with her bonus action. So she tosses her sword in the air and causes it to hover around her. Let's mark it with a little purple thing here. It's Krisa's sword. She's going to move it up to the wounded one up in the sky, the white one. And it can immediately attack someone. So it's going to. Let's see what happens. That is a fucking natural 2. God damn it. So that's her bonus action. With her action, she will I don't know what she wants to do. She can't get in melee with anyone, so she's going to hold her action. I know what she's gonna do. Yeah, she's gonna hold her action until someone comes within melee of her, and then she'll attack with her short sword and her scimitar. That brings us to Eric's, who is half movement, but still has his faculties around him. He will do some cool shit, probably. Oh, this is interesting. Eric's is going to step a bit forward, look at Adagio, and look at Lathos, and go, which one of you wants to start cutting them up? Alright, he's going to touch you, Adagio, and pull out his harp and play a little tune, and he will cast Fly on you. So, he's now concentrating. And you now have a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration that he maintains concentration. That is Eric's turn, and he'll use his bonus action for Bardic Inspiration. He'll look at you and just go, "You got this. Fuck him up." And so, Adagio, he gives you a D8 to use on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw in the next 10 minutes.
Say less.
That brings us all the way to Anura. Only about 45 minutes into this fight.
What's the save? That's all I can do.
Oh right, you're incapacitated. You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
big time
It's a
rest
con
songs I can
save.
think
Con
of.
save.
God damn! Why can't it be like a wisdom save?
Sorry.
That wisdom plus a really want to save you, right?
What you got?
10.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to break the paralyze. So that is your turn. That brings us back up to
Fucking dice.
Ilmay. Ilmay, what you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, what's up, Yondu?
I have half movement.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm
Shot
gonna
every time I say
use 5, 10, 15, 20. I know I'm in a space, but I'm gonna move again. Use my action to get here.
Sure.
Bonus action, shove an elixir of health down Anora's throat,
So
which will get rid of the paralyze.
Sorry, so to give a potion to someone else, it's an action. To drink one yourself is a bonus action. But you're gonna swap them because yes, you
Yeah.
can do that as a rogue. So yes, you can shove an elixir of health down Anura's throat, curing the paralyze.
Thank you.
And I guess I could still use a little bit of my movement for my bonus action because I still have 15 feet.
Sure.
So 5, 10, 15.
Great. All right. That is your turn. That brings us back to Teclis, who looks like he's just like seen war. And he just looks at you all and goes, "Get through the door, no matter what happens." And he will make 2 strikes on the blue one and hopefully not fucking miss this time. Those are much better. The lowest one is a 23. The highest one is a 32. So both of those hit. And he's gonna use Favored Foe. So it deals an extra d6 to it. So that is... That is 12, 13, 14, 15 plus 14 is 29 points of damage to this monster. Which still, it takes a hit and it's wounding it, but it does not look terribly weakened. And you see he knocks these 2 arrows, sees that it does damage, but not a ton. He goes, "Fucking gods, damned it!" And that's what he's got. That brings us to Alexios. What you doing?
Okay, question.
Yes.
Do they all shoot a beam that affects us all in a different way, or do different ones shoot a different beam?
It seems like all of them have 6 different eyes that each eye shoots a different beam, but they only shoot 3 at any given time.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cool. I am going to... Am I have movement?
You...
I got hit with the ice.
Yes, you are half movement.
So 30. I'm gonna move diagonal and one to the right from where I am,
Okay.
and I am going to shoot
Which one?
the two like directly in front of me.
The white one and the black one?
I do. Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, sharpshooter shots.
Sure.
I'm gonna use these strokes. First one is a 19 hit.
That hits.
Second one is 22.
22 also hits. Go ahead and roll
Yeah,
damage.
22. $22 to the black one, and plus 16, 25 to the white one.
Okay. The white one, the already super wounded one, it moves its eye mouth towards you, and you can see that you're about to get in a lot of trouble, and you just fire a bullet right through the eye mouth of the white one, and it falls dead. And you'll hear
Okay, to start-
Teclis, you hear Teclis going, "Fucking one of them? Okay." Anything else, Alexios?
No,
Ryujin,
nothing else.
you're up.
So who's like suffering from status conditions right now? Like who's paralyzed out? What's it look like?
Iasis is well, not anymore actually. So now everyone is basically okay because it's about to be their turn again.
Okay. And what would a 60-foot cone look like?
A 60-foot cone.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, because it there's a few things I can do, but
Yeah, it would do a ton. Let me see if I can pull one up for you. Ba-ba-da-ba. That's a 60-foot cone.
oh my
Okay.
cat. Okay. How do I?
You can click on it and you can adjust the angle as well.
There.
Hold on. Oh, I see. So, is there a way I could like? Kind of angle it, right? Okay, so if I move up one space
Mm-hmm.
right here, I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold,
Okay.
and it's a Constitution 17 save.
I'll say
it's-
that hits everyone except for the one all the way on the right, blue and orange. It hits everything else.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. I'm taking it away now. Okay, so that is a con, you said?
Constitution 17. Yes.
All right, let's see. Let's go one by one. So first, red guy is a 17 exactly.
God damn it.
Light blue is a 19.
I'm
Yellow.
gonna subtract from light blue.
Okay, go ahead.
Take away 4.
Okay, so.
I mean, it's still half damage on a failed save, so it's.
But now it has failed. Yellow is a 15, so that's a fail. Purple, fail. Pink. Fail. Green. Fail. Black. Success. And the other one, success. So only the two on the right-hand side and Mr. Red here succeed. The rest take full damage.
Wait,
Okay.
which are the two on the right-hand side?
What do you mean, which are they?
I thought you said the one on the very right didn't get caught in it.
Oh, you're right. I actually rolled one more time than I needed to. You're absolutely right.
While he's rolling this pro tip, don't go to sneeze as you take a shot. It doesn't go well.
Yeah, that would sound bad, yeah.
It didn't go well.
Okay, so that's gonna be 42 points of cold damage, like for the failed saves. And half of my constants.
So, 21 on a success. So that is 42 to this one. 42 to this one. 42 to this one. 42 to this one. $42 to this one, and then 21 to this one. Okay, that certainly dealt some damage to him for sure.
And then I am going to move the tentacle as a bonus action,
Sure.
just over. I'm gonna move it down right there, and
Sure.
then I will also move back. Ooh. I don't know if that's gonna be an opportunity attack or.
It will be, yes.
Okay.
But it's just a melee attack. And it's a 10, so don't worry about it.
Okay. That's my action, bonus action, and movement, so I believe that's my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us back to them.
Out of nowhere, a bugbear drags them into the underworld. Please. I didn't know where that statement was going as I started it.
This one's actually going to fly over you guys, about 60 feet in the air.
Oh, well, thanks. This fight sucks, so can I just say the best part of tonight has been so far, whenever Alexio said, "You're my dad," apparently me and Ryujin at the same time went, "Woogie, woogie, woogie," but we were muted.
Love it. I will say, just for simplicity's sake, you can assume that all of these creatures are out of melee range. They are like about 20 feet at minimum above you. So let's get back to this shit. Okay, so Mr. Blue here is going to hit Teclis, Ryujin, and Korra.
I'd like to use my reaction to cry.
That's fair. Teclis must make a con save, which he gets a nat 1 on.
Dammy.
So Teclis rolls so poorly all the time.
That tickles.
Teclis is frozen and takes 11, 12, 13, 17.
Does Teclis roll
points of damage.
poorly? Or does Sammy roll poorly?
I often
for
roll
Teclis?
poorly for Teclis, is what I'm saying. Ryujin, doesn't matter. Korra must make a dex save, which is a 19. So Korra takes half damage. But actually, let me look up if Korra does take half damage, or if she has evasion. She does not have evasion yet. Okay, so she does take half damage. That is
Korra
6,
just like, "Ah, fuck this,"
7,
side
8,
steps.
9, 10. That is 20 half to 10. points of damage to Cora. Okay. That is blue. Orange, same 3.
You know, at some point, I think you would have think that they would stop attacking Ryujin when they realized it wasn't working.
That's fair.
How many times do you poke something before you stop poking something?
They're also not super smart. Or they're not smart. Okay.
To answer that question, am I taking my meds or
not? Thunder or Force against Teclis. He succeeds, so he takes half. So that is 15 halved to 7 to Teclis. Ryujin does nothing. Cora. Ooh, Death Ray to Cora. For Dex save. Ooh. Cora. Fails. So that is 6, 12, 15, 17, 21, 23, 26 points of necrotic. Ooh, she is looking real not good. Real not good. Okay, that is Orange's turn. Red will do a straight line. Cora, Dardania, Ilmay. So first Cora with a 4, so that is fire. So you have to make a dex save. That's cocked. That's a nat 1 for Cora's dex save. So Cora is unconscious.
Sure.
As she falls unconscious, she looks at you and she just goes, "Go!" As she falls. Dardania takes the thunder, so Dardania needs to make a con save. Where is that lady? There she is. Con save. That's a 3. So Dardania takes 7 points of thunder, and she is incapacitated until her next turn. And then Ilmay, can't do that one. Ilmay, I need you to make a strength save.
5.
5 is a failure. Well, you still take half. So you take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, half to 5 points of force damage as you are pushed 60 feet away.
Oh my god.
I love that we plan to have people in the front, people in the back, ranged, healing.
We
and
never
Sammy
got a
said,
chance.
no. Sammy said,
Wait, so I'm 60 feet
Yeah.
away right now?
You're 60 feet away.
Okay.
All right, that brings us
So
to
half a turn, she gets back.
yeah. That brings us to Yellow. Yellow is going to go for Lathos, Anura, and Vanix.
Lathos and I are just looking straight up at our death.
Right.
did I
Lathos.
shoot up into the air when he cast fly, or am I still on the floor?
You haven't shot up to the air until it's your turn too, but you now are able to. All right, Lathos with his con save succeeds on his con save, so nothing happens. Anura, you need to make a Constitution saving throw as the blue beam of energy hits you.
I was like, no matter what you give me, it's not going to be good. These aren't my things. Oh, it was a nat 20 though, so fuck that
Ooh.
shit.
All right, so you take half. So that
Oh
is
my god.
6, 9. That is 15 halved to 7 halved again to 3 points of cold,
Ooh.
and you're fine. And then Vanix. Ooh, Vanix gets the death ray. So Bannock has to make a dex save, which is a 3. So he takes the full brunt of this necrotic energy. Yikes.
But isn't he resistant to necrotic?
No, you're thinking of Teclis.
Oh.
10, 20, 21, 27 points of necrotic. Alright, that is yellow. Light blue is going to go for Lathos, Anura, and Eryx. So Lathos needs to make a strength save, which he succeeds on. He is fine. Anura. Ooh, Anura. The Black Ray. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm gonna Guardian Coil the damage on that. In order to
Go ahead.
10 feet of those.
I'm resistant to necrotic.
Yeah,
Great,
but you're
go ahead.
also a healer and someone's down.
That is a 21.
21 is a success, so it'll be halved, and then halved again, and then whenever Ryujin takes out.
It's only 8.
Okay.
That's an 8 I don't take.
So it's 24, halved to 12, halved to 6, halved to 0. Sexy.
That was so great.
And then Eryx gets the Fire Ray, so he needs to make a dex save, which is a success. So he takes half damage. 10, 15, 22. Half to 11. Alright. That is that guy's turn. That brings us to Pink, who's going to go for Eryx, Adagio, and Anura. Let's do Adagio first. Adagio, the
Papa,
Ice
please.
Beam. Make a Constitution saving throw.
What did I do to deserve this?
Oh, actually, he needs to make a con save. He's fine. Go ahead.
Rolled a 16.
16. That is a success. So you take half damage.
Bro, at this
Cold.
point, half damage is gonna kill me.
22. 11 points of cold damage to you.
Sure. In terms of health,
Eryx.
I love that.
Eryx needs to make a con save, which he fails. So he takes 8 points of thunder damage and is incapacitated, meaning he loses concentration on fly.
I didn't get a yell that.
Didn't even get to use it. He's incapacitated. And then Anura, make a strength saving throw, please.
I think this one's just a regular throw for me. That is an 18. I just went 20,
18.
19, 18 on my rolls.
Nice. That is a success. Nothing happens to you whatsoever. Alright, that was Pink. That brings us to Purple. It's gonna go Eryx, Adagio, Alexios. Right. That I don't know why I'm doing that. So Eryx first. That is the Paralyzing Ray. Con save is a failure. Eryx is now paralyzed. Adagio. Adagio, make a dexterity saving throw, please. As the fire comes for you.
That's a +5, 21.
21 is a success, so you take half damage. 10, 8.
If it wasn't for my insanely high HP,
Yeah. All right, so it's only going to be 9 points of fire to you. And then Alexios. Ooh, Alexios, the Death Ray. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex is +3, 19.
19 is a success. You're taking half damage on this. 10, 20, 23, 28 have to 14 points of necrotic damage to you. That is purple. That brings us to green, who will do Eric's, Iasis, Alexios. Or sorry, not Eric's. Adagio, Iasis, Alexios. Adagio, I need you to make another dex save, please, as the fire comes for you again.
Oh, will the fire claim me? That's a dirty 20.
So it will not claim you. You take
You don't know that? You don't know what I'm at?
12 points of fire to you.
Oh, wait. Am I healing from the sun still?
Interesting.
And that's
I'll
only,
say
like, 2
yes,
points.
but this is only the second round. So, but yes, you are healing.
That's okay. Those 2 points matter.
Yeah. Okay. That then brings us to Iasis. Iasis needs to make a strength save. Where did my die go? Hello? Oh, there it is. Iasis, strength save, natural 19. He's fine. And then Alexios, the Death Ray again. Make a dex save.
17.
17 is a success. 12,
Okay.
15, 19, 20, 22 have to 11 points of necrotic. That's green. And then black 1 and 2 over at the end are both going to do all 3 of their rays on Alexios.
Uh-huh.
So let's see what the first one does. Alexios, I first need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. 22.
What was that? The suspense.
22.
22.
Hello?
You're going in now, but I heard a 22.
22, yeah.
Okay, success. I then need you to make a
Oh.
strength save.
Strength?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. So we're gonna +5 that.
Okay.
I don't know what my strength is, but okay, 14 plus 5 is 19.
19 is a success, and then I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
And I'm gonna use those dice. 17.
17 is also a success. This one you're going to take half damage for, because that was the Black Ray of Death again. 5, 10, 15, 16, 19, 25 have to 12 points of necrotic to you. And that was one of them. Second one. I need you to make a con save.
Oh, these are 3 different things doing 3 different beings.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay, so 26 for a con.
26 is a success. And then another con save.
18.
Success. And then another dex save.
So 22. Dex, you said?
Success. Yes, success. So you take half damage from 2 of these. So that is 7, 10, 15, 7 points of cold damage. And
Wait, is it
Yeah.
half and then half again?
are you
That's
resistant to
after it's
cold?
half to half. Ring of Warm.
Oh, right. So yes, that would then be halved again to 3. Then this one is not affected by that. 12, 22, 23, 29, 30, 31, halved to 15 points of necrotic damage. And that's their turn!
Okay.
Hey,
That
I'm
brings
not
us-
incapacitated this time.
Yeah, look at you go. But Cora is literally unconscious.
Yeah.
Like in death saves?
Yes, she will be. Adagio, you're up.
Oh,
Cora?
how far am I from Cora? Not that I have any
Uh,
magic to help her. But
5, 10, 15 feet.
Now, here's an interesting question. When I summon Greater Speed,
Yeah.
where does that pop up?
I'm sure it'll say in the spell.
Let's see. I can also cast Aura Vitality, I suppose. There it is. An unoccupied space within range. Perfect. Map is so like on the edge.
It's so on the edge. I wish it weren't.
I was like, where's the space? So like, if I summoned a griffin, I just have the griffin like pick up Cora and like fly away.
I mean, it'll get a ton of attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, not wrong. But like, if I summoned, can I summon it near the tentacle or like where the tentacle is, or the tentacle like only takes all the space?
It takes up that square of space. Yes. So
Okay,
it
but I
would
can
have
summon
to
it,
like you could summon it in the air, and then it would have
And
to like
then
dive down
move
through
down.
that whole mess to grab it.
What if I just had it like lay on top of Cora?
I think it would also be sort of in everyone else's space because it's more than a 5-foot creature.
Very true, very true. No. Well, Cora, I have no healing for you whatsoever. Oh my god. Alright. That's fine. And then, if I have one of those, like, you know how, like, Ryujin has, like, this, like, lightning or whatever? If I have something that's, like, in a straight line like that, is it, what's the same row? Horizontal?
Well, that would have been the case at the beginning, but now they're all like 60 feet or so above you. 60, 40 feet
Yeah.
above you.
But if I moved to, like, right here, and then summoned my steed and flew in the air, and I just,
Yeah, you
like,
can do
get
that.
things that, like, I can, like, straight line, just, like, boop, like,
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, bet. I might just do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll go 35 because I got 40 feet of movement. But I can't summon Greater Steed and attack in the same round. You know?
Correct.
Don't we just love how things work? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, universe. And they're at least 20 feet in the air?
They're about the lowest ones are about 40 feet in the air.
Right. I guess I'll just attack. Oh my god, I don't want to stand here then. I don't want these two to just attack.
You saw what has happened to
alone.
Alexios.
Do these two have been taking hits or no? These last two that are close, like between me and Alexios,
Yeah, they've all taken hits.
but they're looking fine. Pretty much.
Actually, the one sort of second from the end is looking pretty damn rough.
Okay, I'll attack that one with Scorching Ray through my tiara.
Okay, go ahead.
Scorching Ray? No, what am I adding to this? Where you at? Where you at? Tiara. Right, separate little bee. That's a long list of things to go through. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I just took 1,000 years for
mine.
my turn.
The roll all three and go with it. Okay, so a dirty 20, a 23, and the lowest was a 15. To hit.
15 to hit is a
Yeah.
miss, unfortunately.
15 is a miss, but the other two would hit.
What was the not natural 20? What did you say?
It was it was a dirty 20,
Yeah.
a 23, and then a
Yeah,
15.
yeah. Then yes, those two hit. And those are both going toward that same one.
Yeah, they might as well.
Gotcha.
Like 14 points.
14
fire.
points. You
14
got it.
points of fire. Woohoo.
It's looking rough. I would say that one and the light blue one are looking roughest. Some of them look basically fine though. Most of them look a little bit annoyed. Anything else, Adagio?
Do I want to rage? Do I not want to rage? That is the question.
Up to you, my man.
My working.
Yeah, and you now see, like, ironically, because all of these creatures are swarming your friends, the way to the temple is completely clear.
Oh no, they just ran for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I'll rage.
wait. We
alright.
could just gate stone inside. What the fuck?
One of us just gotta make it in. Yeah, but you guys aren't
Yeah.
touching each other.
Man, we
Yeah.
could though.
All right, that brings us to Cora. First death save. It's a success. One success for Cora. That brings us to Dardania, who is incapacitated. So that's the end of her turn. That then brings us to Vanix, who has a normal turn. Vanix will... Ooh, he actually can do some cool stuff. This makes sense. Just one person. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, wait, no. He can do something even better. Because I'm an idiot, but Vanix is not. Okay. He is going to cast Arcane Gate and make a gate. 2 linked gates. I'll try to put something on the map to just be them. I'll use the moon. 1 gate right here behind him, and 1 gate right at the entrance to the goddamn temple. He is now concentrating, and you just hear him shout, "Everyone, go now, now!" And he jumps in, using 5 feet of movement, pops out right here, before running inside and out of view. Vanix is safely inside. Okay, that is Vanix creating an escape route. Hello. That brings us to Lathos, who will... He's incapacitated. He can't do anything. Who cares? All right. That brings us to Iasis, who will just use his movement to dive into the thing and pop out. That's Iasis. That then brings us to Risa, who will do the exact same, and she pops out into stratosphere. And then Eric's is incapacitated. Oh, he's actually, he's not even just incapacitated, he's also paralyzed. So let's see if he succeeds against the paralyzed. He does not. So he is no longer incapacitated, but he is still paralyzed. Cannot move. That brings us to Anura. You're up.
disconnect my keyboard and I went to use my mouse and it was gone.
Mm.
Okay. I'm under the yellow one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Can I get over to Cora?
Yeah, there's nothing stop. He's way above you, so there's nothing stopping you from getting over to her.
Alright, so before I do that, with the telepathic link that we have, that we kind of keep forgetting exists, I think. And we could have had a whole conversation already.
I mean, you guys have been fighting, so.
That's true. We haven't strategized any of it like that, though. I'm just gonna end the link real quick, be like, hey, I'm grabbing Cora and getting her in the temple. She can't stay out here like this. And then
Okay.
I am going to cast... I don't want to use a 6th level spell, but I could get her back up by 70 points if I do.
That would bring her to full. She only has 69.
How many people are within a 30-foot radius of me who actually been hurt?
Yeah, don't count me. I haven't been hit yet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That would go all the way, including Teclis, all the way to Alexios.
Okay, so I could heal...
Well, Bannock's is gone. So Eric's could use some healing. Let's see who else. Cora definitely, obviously. Teclis could use some healing. Dardania could use some healing. Lathos could use some healing. Isis is gone. Yeah.
So I could heal 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna heal everybody but myself and Ryujin who's in that area. Then I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
That is 3d8 plus 4. Please tell me I have another d8. I do. And I've got Underbrush in hand, so that's a d6.
I believe that's correct, yes.
Brush. I can't remember which one's a d6 and which one's the other.
Yeah, I think it's a d6.
Oh, it's a d8. It was a d6 before.
Oh, got you.
So it's 4. That's not a d. 4d8. Alright, 6, 14. Why is this dice so goddamn hard to read? 18, 21 points of healing to all of them.
Alright.
I forget Mass Cure Wounds exists for some reason.
Alright, so Eric's is looking better. Cora's up 21 points, which is great.
Yes, and then I'm going to Wild
looking
Shade
Yeah, go ahead.
into a... I don't know which of these has more hit points. Hold up. A giant owl. Or giant bat, sorry.
Okay, is that a large creature?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Can I pick up Cora and take her through the thing with my movement?
So I'll let you go back if you want, but just so you know, you're now too big to go through the portal.
Can I throw Cora through the portal?
Sure, yes.
Because I can't pick her up with anything that is a medium creature.
That's true. I mean, you could drag her with half your movement.
How close are we to the portal then?
I mean, the portal's only 10 feet away from her.
Oh, it lost the squares and my brain could not comprehend it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Dardania is there for distance, if that helps.
Okay, then I'll just take Cora with that 15 foot of movement and real quick be like, do y'all want me to go through or stay and heal before I either push her through or go through with her?
So it would be 5 feet of movement to get to her, and then 10 feet, 15 feet to get her through.
Yeah, I got that.
Cool. So she is through.
Well, you said, so it'd be 50, so wait.
So it'd be
She was-
20 feet, sorry, 20 feet.
So I just need 20 feet in total, okay.
Yeah.
I got that, okay. real quick before I jump through, can anybody respond to that since it's through the telepathic link?
Who's
Oh.
even able
Turn
to
they
respond?
On
Yeah.
their turn.
I
That's
Just
how it
wanna-
works.
just go.
want to go because I can come back out the steps if I need to and get within
Alright.
range pretty easily.
Anura bamps through the portal.
Could you imagine just sticking your arm through and like mask your wounds?
That's what I was debating.
Yeah. All right.
Pop my head through real quick.
That is Anura's turn. That brings us to Ilmay. Ilmay, you're 1,000 miles away.
So I'm 60 feet, and 60 feet will get me to the
To
moon
where you were.
thing. Yeah,
To
which
where
is
you
where
were.
the moon thing is.
Oh, then yes.
And that, well, wait, I'm not going in yet. Because that's going to be my movement plus my bonus action, but only
Okay.
part of it.
Okay.
So then I still have another 20 feet.
That sounds right,
So, I'm assuming 5'10" can get me where Eric, right behind Eric's,
yes. Yes.
right? Okay. I don't know where my thingy's at, so.
Oh, I'll bring it up. Sorry, it's way below the board.
Okay.
There you are. You see it?
I have to zoom out. There I am. Okay, cool. Okay, so this will put me right here.
Yep.
Use my action again to shove a potion elixir of health into Eric's mouth.
All right. Yes, he is no longer paralyzed.
Then I still have 10 feet, which will put me back to the moonbeam, and I'm out.
Amazing work. You're sort of like chilling in the middle of the portal. But awesome. Love that. That brings us to Tekalis, who is moving at half his speed, which makes him rounded down to 15. So he'll just 5, 10, 15, then use his action. 5, 10, 15. He's right there. Yeah, he needs another round. That's him. Alexios, you're up.
Wait, we could have arcane gated off the bat right from the very beginning.
How
Sorry.
far away from that? How far away am I from that?
5, 10, 15, 20. You're 25 feet away from the gate.
So it'll take 30 to move all the way through.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll
So
say
I'm
just
gonna
to
move
be
25.
nice. Just to be nice, as you move through, you can push Ilmay through as well. Because she's just sort of in the doorway.
I'm gonna move 25 feet. Bonus action, branding smite,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take 2 shots before I jump through the portal.
All right. Who you shooting at?
Well, sharpshooter.
At who?
Huh?
Which one?
Hold on. I don't know whichever two look the most. I don't know
Wounded?
which ones look like. I don't know which ones look like they're from a broken family.
I think
I
yellow
don't know. I
yellow's
can't
giving
see
you
the map,
yellow's giving you some eyes, and green's
so
giving
I'm
you
just
some eyes.
picking.
That was not what I was expecting to hear.
Yeah. I'll say the first one's to yellow, second one's to green.
I don't have anything else to do. I'm gonna say the first one missed. That's the 10.
Yeah, no.
Could you imagine we've been all scared of them and then if 10 hits?
21.
That certainly hits, Mr. Green.
Yeah. 8 plus 5 is... Eight. 1 plus 16 is 37.
37. It does some damage as you fire at it, but still none of them besides that one that you killed are anywhere close.
You said not close.
I mean, some of them are a little bit closer.
I feel like this is Sammy's subtle way of saying we're not meant to fight them. Get in the fucking...
Get the fuck out.
Yep, I'm gonna move through the gate. That was just...
All right.
I just wanted to see what would happen.
You pop through the gate, and you push Ilmei as well. All right. That brings us to Ryu.
Okay, so I am going to move over right here behind Dardanian, and then I'm going to use Tide Crest to cast Cube of Force.
Okay.
Which is 15 by it's 15 on every side, so it'll just be a 15-foot cube on. I'm gonna center it like myself, kind of in the bottom left corner.
Of it. Okay.
Bottom left. I just want to be able to hit Lathos, Eric's, myself, and Dardania if possible.
Yes,
awesome.
you would be able to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Just to like make sure that they don't get hit with any more of those magic. Because one of the things I can do for it is I can make the effect. Would this work? Spell effects can't pass through.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
okay.
It's a magical effect. It's not a spell effect.
Okay. In that case, I will do. Nothing can pass through the barrier, and I will walk with the trident another 5 feet back, kind of like next to Dardania, dragging Eric's and Lathos with the barrier as it moves.
Nice. So, yeah, that absolutely works. Everything you said absolutely works. Amazing move.
So I would be there, and then they would be one square closer towards.
You got it.
And I will just at that. Well, if they're both there, then that means is Teclis in there now too?
No, he's still just on the outside. He's bumping up against the outside. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Wait.
Let me in.
Yeah, I'm gonna move one more time.
So that'll put you in the gate.
Can I move diagonally, like in front of?
Oh, sure.
Okay, then I will do that.
And you're sort of just shifting Eric's with you.
Yeah, Eric's.
They sort of they get like bumped.
Dardania are kind of in the same space. So
great. Everyone's really getting to know each other real fast.
Yeah. Doing great. I'm just gonna apologize. Be like, this is what I could do. I'm sorry.
But they are all protected, Ryujin. Amazing move.
That's my action, and I'll assume probably all, if not most, of my movement.
Yes.
Bonus action, I will. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Which leaves Adagio all alone on the battlefield. And it is the creature's turn.
Will they know, though, that like the attacks won't go through?
That is a great question. So, I'm going to roll a die, and we'll find out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 of them left. So, what I'm going to do is roll a d10. The number I roll is the number of them that are intelligent enough to go after Adagio. Okay?
Can I subtract from this even though it's not a d20 and we just like
No,
divide the roll
you
by
cannot.
2?
No, you cannot.
Well, I was going to say divide my roll by 2.
That's not good. That's not good.
Sammy, re-roll that. Just be nice,
So,
please.
What? He rolled a 10 or a 9. Oh no.
I don't even think I'll survive the first attack. Quite literally don't think I'll survive the first one.
Aren't you on like a flying horse?
No.
not yet.
Oh shit! I thought you already did that, and you were just like preparing to attack.
I couldn't attack.
Okay, so if they kill you, right, and they leave you dead in the sun, do you regenerate?
That's
Do
a
you get
good
another-
question.
If
No, it's
I'm pretty
written-
sure I
it's
already
written
established that it
in
doesn't.
Yeah, it's written in the ability that I can't once I'm unconscious.
I thought about it before I put it in there.
You said, wait a minute.
God damn
You
it!
let us have this one thing.
So, like, fun. Do you guys
Instead
want to
of
know how many
killing
hit points I'm
Adagio.
at? Or...
Demi! What did you
2.
roll?
2 of the 10
I
waste
thought
their
you were rolling
turns.
for how many?
Oh,
so
okay,
what did
that's
you
good.
roll?
I rolled an 8.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying you rolled a 2, and I was like, no, you said how many would know.
No. I rolled an 8. So,
Oh, that's not good.
Adagio. Let's play this out, shall we?
Demi.
How many hit points do you have?
I'm so sorry. There was nothing I could do.
I have 23 hit points. So essentially, I'll die after the second one.
Well, some of them won't even give you half damage, so let's hope you roll some of those. So, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw first.
Oh, 17.
I will
Can I give him
say
advantage?
this one, having seen these rays go a bunch of times, you would know that this one, if you succeed, does not do any damage.
Hold on. The Twitch isn't loading. Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Hold on. Give me player advantage.
Player advantage, Adagio.
Well, the first roll was a 7, so...
You have a 20 in your pocket, though.
It's true.
Yeah,
Roll
I
it
have like
again.
9
Maybe save
more
it, maybe
attacks.
save it.
I'm not saying this time, but I'm saying
Oh, I
if you
rolled a
need
19.
Okay,
So 21.
so you succeed on that one. I then need you to make a strength save. You know similarly that this is the one that just pushed Ilme back, but it has done nothing to people that have succeeded.
Do it.
You're gonna
Fail.
push me out
Fail
of
it.
range.
Get pushed back 60 feet. You're out of all of their range. Fail this roll.
I mean, do I know their range?
That's actually not a bad idea, Ryujin.
You can
Their ra-
intentionally
their-
fail saves, right?
Their range is 60 feet.
You can intentionally fail a save.
But
Yeah,
that,
but
that
then
would
I-
would put you right at the edge of. Well, actually, that would put you right at the edge of this guy's range. But all of the ones behind him would be out of range.
Do it. Intentionally
But then
fail the save.
I'd have no way of getting back. to
That's
any of
true.
you.
That's true.
Do you have a gate?
But
who has
don't you
gate
have
stones?
your
You have a
seed
gate
or whatever?
stone.
No. I'm
The
asking.
The seed hasn't been
gatestone
summoned.
heads back to my gatestone only goes back to Delphi.
I know I
Ryujin
gave our
can
gate-
come get
okay.
you.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Dark-
with the ring of prophecy, you should be able to like dodge it.
You can do 2 turns in 1 turn.
Yeah, I think
Not
you'll be
wrong.
okay if you summon your steed and then you can
Okay,
fly.
fine, whatever.
Okay, so you're
Do I
gonna
intentionally
purposely
fail it, or do I
fail.
have to roll
I will
anyway?
say though, however.
No, you can purposely fail.
There is the barrier up around the gate.
He can run inside,
So-
though.
Yeah, you'd have to go like directly to the front door. That'd be
You could
arcade
probably
gate.
do that too. We'll see. So are you purposely failing, Adagio?
Yes.
Okay. You take 15 points of force damage,
Am I
and you are
raging? Is
pushed.
force damage one of the ones I don't take?
No, that's the one you take fully,
Oh,
and you are
Oh,
pushed
bludgeoning is what I was
60
thinking about.
feet off the map,
God damn.
which means that all you have to do is contend with one more attack, and then you're out of range from everyone else.
I have
I
8
need-
hit points.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Use one of your good
Or
rolls.
Use your 20.
I could
Use your
just use
fucking
the
20.
20.
Use the 20.
well, this is the one that. What was this one? Was
This is the one that
paralyzed.
paralyzes.
Don't risk it.
Oh,
Use the 20.
fuck.
But also, you also have a 12 as well that you can use.
Yeah, but my constitution is like.
That's what I said.
+2.
What's your constitution?
It's a +2.
Oh, yeah.
Has
No,
anyone
use the
been
20.
noticing?
Yeah, you should
Has
probably
has
use that
anyone
20.
has anyone noticed what the DC is?
I thought it was 15.
I haven't been hit
No,
with anything,
because
so
we've
no, I
been
haven't.
so
16.
varied.
I think
It's like 16.
It's like 15, 16. Okay. You know, fine, whatever. Divination 20.
Okay, Divination 20 auto succeed on that save, which means all of the other attacks pass you by. Which
Okay,
brings
Adachi,
us.
What's your movement speed?
I
Okay, so if you take your full movement and dash, you're already almost at the door.
Almost, but they can still attack me.
But you didn't have your extra turn.
But they're up
So,
in the air.
Adagio, it's
Yeah,
your
it's
turn. What are you doing?
opportunity.
Yeah, there's no attacks of opportunity. They're all up in the air.
Wait. Who's okay? In the initiative, would it?
Adagio's
I
up.
was
It's literally
Okay.
my turn after the monsters.
Yeah.
yes. I was gonna say if you were after like most of the other people in the force cube, I could just be like, "Come on, I'll get
No,
you."
it is-
But
It is now your turn. What are you doing?
Can't you?
I don't know. What kind of like speed did these things have though?
It seems like they can
Oh,
fly
60
at a
feet.
fairly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, can I just like fly like 5 feet above the ground?
Are you flying? What do you
You
mean?
still have your extra turn?
If I summoned my steed,
Oh, I
like,
see.
do I have to fly like as high as them, or can I just be like 5 feet?
No,
Like,
I mean they're
coast
all
along?
about 40 feet in the air. You could fly 20 feet down if you'd like.
And then, okay, so if I summoned, but if I summoned, I wouldn't be able to like use my.
You wouldn't be
action
able
as
to
a
dash.
Exactly. I hate this one. So I'm
What are you
60
doing?
feet from where I started, right?
Correct.
Right.
If you want me to do the
And
math,
then I would need like how much to get to
80
the
in
door.
one turn and another 80.
60, 65,
If I
70,
use-
75,
yeah,
80,
if I use
85,
one.
90, 95, 100, 105, 110 to get to where Anura is right now. 110 feet.
So you can just dash, use your action and your movement twice. That'll get you there. Because that's 80
I mean,
and
you
80.
could still do
100
an
Got two
attack
turns.
if you wanted to, and still get there.
Just, yeah, do that.
I mean, how much HP do you have? Like
8. He has 8.
you have 8 HP, so you
Actually,
should
now
probably
I
try
have-
and avoid
I now have
them.
9.
9 HP. You should
Yeah.
probably try and avoid
That's
combat,
true.
right? Because if
What are
you
you
get
doing,
close
Adagio?
if he does his thing with the
Oh, my second
dashing,
turn.
a
But then I can't
two
do anything
dashes a
immediately
move.
after. Like, I just kind of block. But I would also be at the safe side, I assume.
It's true. Yeah, so immediately after, you would then disappear from existence for a turn. So no one can
which
hurt
then you
you
could
either.
take to. Interesting.
But what I was saying with the attack thing, he just needs 2 things of movement and a dash to be past me, basically. That's 120.
What you doing, Adagio?
I guess I'm running.
Okay. You're gonna use your
40 feet
full
of
action
movement.
and dash.
And then dash.
And then you're gonna use your second movement.
I guess. And then I'm a second turn.
So with your second
Okay.
turn, if you're using your full second turn, you can actually get to safety and you still have an action left if you'd
Yeah.
like.
Girl, what am I supposed to do with this action?
You
You
don't
can
have to use
heal?
it. I'm just saying it's an option.
You're right, I guess I could heal. No. I'm just gonna hide. Just get
Okay.
in the stupid
Well,
building.
you hide extremely effectively because you disappear from existence.
Nice.
All right. That brings us to
I can do that once, you guys.
Cora's gone. Dardania will go through the portal. She's gone. Vanix is gone. Lathos goes to the portal. He's gone. Iasis is gone. Krisa is gone. Erix goes to the portal. He's gone. Anura, you doing anything?
I'm just gonna go ahead and take Starry Form, Chalice, grab everything, and start healing everybody with Aura.
Got you. Ilmay, you doing anything?
I can get one person up right now.
No, I'm done.
All right. Teclis goes through. Alexios, you do anything?
They don't know where we are, right?
Currently, yes. Correct.
Okay. I am going to hold action in case they notice us and start coming this way.
Ryujin, what you doing?
So everybody is basically good.
You are the last person on this battlefield.
The last person on this battlefield. I'm in the Cuba Force.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll go through the gate and I guess let the Cuba Force go.
Okay.
So I'll pop through.
As you pop through, you see Lathos and Iasis. You see, while these temple doors are open, there are doors, and you see them trying to push these enormous doors closed. As you pass through, Vanix cuts the concentration, the arcane gate vanishes, and with everyone's help, you are able to close and seal these temple doors with the monsters on the outside and everyone on the inside.
With how much damage was done, Sammy, do I need to roll each individual round of Aura?
14.
Do I pop up on the right side of the door?
Yeah.
No, it pops up outside.
Yeah. I assume that you got to safety and then popped that way. Yeah.
I blip back into existence and the doors are locked and I'm like, oh. Instantaneous death.
38.
And we say that as I disappeared, I was like, oh no, Zeus calls me.
51. 55. 92 points of damage over everyone, Anora, so.
Yeah, I think I might have to actually roll those. I don't know if I could get
How much damage did we do to them?
You did a bunch.
Lot.
You did a bunch. But
Okay,
they each had 119 hit points.
That's 3 lightning bolts to take
round.
one out, if not more.
It's for a minute.
So you get 10 rounds.
Okay.
And do you want me to tell you
I
who's
could roll
wounded?
shitty enough to not get it high enough, so.
Yeah. I mean, also, that's not even including the party. That's just the NPCs. So.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to heal yourself first, it's up to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and start healing everybody else because I can take cure wounds for myself for a healing potion easy enough.
You know what's funny?
Who you heal us?
I literally didn't take a single point of damage the entire time.
Neither did Krisa.
Okay, so let's start with Cora.
Okay.
Very true.
That's 10, 14,
Okay.
and then I've still got 2d8 plus 4. Another 10 points, so she got 24 points off of the first round.
Amazing.
Where does she stand?
She's not at full, but she's like 20 under.
Okay, I'll give her the next round of Aura and the d8 from Underbrush.
Okay. I have to assume Adagio is next, right?
Yes.
With my 9 hit points. But I can also heal myself.
Not in here.
I have Aura Vitality through Rebirth.
Ah, I see.
Ah.
Why did you sound like one of those fucking...
That's a lie. I'm gonna give the next set to Adagio.
Sure.
So he's gonna get 9 plus 5, 14 points.
That's 2 rounds.
And then the 2d8 plus 4 will go to Cora. So that is 8 plus 3 plus 4, 15 more points to Cora. So that's
All right.
round 2.
want to look at everybody and go, that was nuts.
Ooh, that was 2 6s and another 6. That's 3 6s in total. 18?
To who?
Adagio.
Okay.
18, 17.
And then put Cora at full with the last
Sure.
little bit I had from the 2d8s.
She's good.
Okay. Adagio for the first one. 6, 10, 14 more points on that part, plus another 2d8 plus 4, which is another 12. That's round 4. Where do you
That's
stand,
it?
Adagio?
Was the last round just 4? What? Oh, 4th round. LOL. I'm at 53
It's like, don't
hit
make
points.
me remember.
I'm at 53 hit points.
Okay. The next one's you again. So 18. And then another 13. How close are you to full?
I'm about 20 away, I think. No,
right.
that's a lie. I'm about 40. I can do math.
Alright, next one to Adagio then.
Alright. Round 6.
Yes. If you're keeping track of rounds, I'll put my hand down. That is 10 points. And then, ooh, I got 2 8s. Another 20.
Okay, I think
You're like, what, 10 points off of being full?
I'm 3 points off. You're fine.
Okay. Alright, who's next?
Vanix
Tempting.
is 37 under, but I don't know about the rest of the party.
Alright.
Isn't Alexios? Don't you have? You're missing a lot, right?
I'm like 45 out of 101.
Yeah, go for him. Go for him.
Alexios is next.
Round 7.
44, I'm missing 44.
Alexios gets, that's 11 plus 5. 16. And then 6 plus 4 plus 4. Another 14. They got 30 points off of that. That was round 7.
That was 7.
Alright, 8. How do you look, Alexios?
I got 75 and I can do anybody needs something.
I did not hear what you said. You went, like, it stopped for me.
I said I'm at 75 and I can do a little bit of healing if you need something.
I mean, I'm good. Okay, who's the next worst now?
What about yourself?
I didn't take that many hit points.
Oh, okay.
Vanix is about
Yeah.
half.
Yeah, I only lost like 9 hit points.
While all
Okay,
this
so
is going
Vanix
on, I'm
will
just gonna go
get
around and try to like make sure
18.
everybody's okay. I can't heal or anything, but I just want to like
Moral
just
support.
checking everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, so 18 for the first part of this.
Take a couple
around
extra
8.
minutes.
To
talking
who,
to
Nora?
Dardania.
Vanix.
Okay.
And then another 13 to Vanix. That was round 8. How does he look now?
Hold on, I'm doing math.
You're good.
He's about 16 under. Nothing
Okay.
crazy.
Who else is really bad?
Everyone else of the NPCs, Vanix is still the most weakened at 16
What about
under.
of the party?
I mean, I'm only missing like. Yeah, I'm missing 12, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Heal Alexios just a little bit more.
Yeah, I can do another one to Alexios. That is 10, 14. Where are you at now, Alexios?
I'm down like 11.
Okay, and then Vanix will get the other half of this round then.
Sure.
8 plus 5, 13. Another 17 to Vanix.
Oh, amazing! He's at full.
Okay, and then last round. Did you say you were 11 down?
Yeah.
I rolled a 7, a 3, and a 1.
Hey, there you go.
So you're at full, and
Ooh.
then 2d8 plus 4. Ilma, you said you were 12 down?
Yeah.
You're now only 2 down because you get 10 hit points.
I'm just walking
Amazing.
around with a potion, like just after Honora's healing each person is like when I get there. So I'm like, they're full by the time I get there, and then I go
Yeah.
to the next, and it just keeps.
Do you
happening.
have a like regular common healing potion?
Yeah,
Can you just bring it to Honora?
100%. Take it.
Thank you.
After
24
everybody
plus
else is
2.
fully healed, they'll just walk
Yeah.
up.
So 2d.
So-
Is it 2d4 plus 4 for common?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Thank you.
Yes.
Was
I got 7 hit points. I'm only 2 hit points down.
was it Zeus who
Just
wanted
give me
us
a
to
big
collect the
thumbs up.
links, or was it like the gods who wanted someone
was-
to collect the links?
The gods in general.
I mean, if I was Kronos, then I
I've
think-
never been so
I
happy
wanted
that
to
I
go
actually
somewhere.
decided to be a healer.
So, you guys take your moment to heal, and only now in this sort of emptiness do you take in the space that you're now in. And there are some torches giving you some ambient light here. And you find yourselves in, again, an ancient, ruined, but surprisingly well-maintained internal temple with this beautiful high ceiling, and it looks like you're in some sort of entryway to the temple. There are some sort of like curves around you where people probably a lifetime ago sat and rested and congregated here. And then there's this sort of red, very dusty and tainted now carpet that goes up a couple stairs and down a hallway before the hall abruptly ends in this stone wall. And you see all along these walls are faded tableaus, painted, long faded. Looking at them, you immediately see that these are tableaus of Kronos and the Titans. That is the era that we are in. And you see on that far wall where the hallway goes what looks like a seam in the wall, as if with some sort of proper thing this wall could open and reveal more of the space.
I'm gonna throw up detect magic at will.
Okay.
I want to look for Phoebe on the wall.
Okay. Both those things can happen. So, Ryujin, you cast Detect Magic. Besides the things around your friends, there are faint magical energy coming from all of the torches. You get the sense these are arcane torches. Nothing crazy. And then along various walls besides you, you see 3 little bursts of arcane energy that look like little rectangles of abjuration. That look like specific stones in the stonework are coming to you as magical. Adagio, you can see one faded portrait of Phoebe. You see it is a beautiful feminine figure with blonde hair, eyes closed, meditating, sort of hovering in the air.
Exactly
wanna
how I
point out-
pictured her.
I just want to point out what I see to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just like explain what I saw and whether I also want to go over there. Is it like just a stone is giving off the magical aura? Like it
Yeah,
looks
like
it's still shaped with
you
the
know
stone?
National Treasure where he finds the glasses.
I see. Okay.
That's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I
I'll
love
Are they,
how you
like,
said that
near
and
each
then
other?
immediately just, I see what you mean.
Are they like scattered around the room?
Yeah, they're on 3 different walls, but they look like they're purposely sort of differentiated. Yeah.
They're
I
like-
will also say you see sort of right at where that far wall, like in the center of the hallway, you see sticking up actually through the red carpet, is it almost looks like a candlestick, but some sort of very thin stand of stone that ends with a little cup. And looking at it, it looks like something can be inserted into it, but you're not sure what.
Guess I'll go mess with one of those rocks. See what that's all about.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get Adagio to poke it.
Excuse me.
Why
I'm gonna ask
Adagio?
what kind of magic skill does it give off? Just like
It's abjuration.
what is abjuration?
Abjuration is protection spells. A lot of traps and that sort of thing, or protective spells are abjuration.
Don't poke it then.
Can I throw a shuriken at it?
Hey, Ilme, can you? What is this? Alexios, Ilme? I don't know. I just see a magic triangle. It's abjuration. Is it a trap?
I mean, can I investigate around and see?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, I'm not super good at magic, so. But...
And I'll say, as you're
What if it's a
investigating,
trap?
Cora is also sort of doing an investigation of the room as a whole, because
Can
that's
I,
exactly what she does.
As Cora's walking around doing that, can I just look at her and go, please don't die?
Okay.
I'll do my
So-
best.
An investigation on the weird things at
The brick,
Regency's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. That's gonna make that a 13.
13. I mean, you definitely get the sense that there's some sort of magical protection going on here. And you can see this, like, the seam in the stonework where, like, this is definitely a removable stone, but you know enough to know that you're not gonna fucking touch this thing. But it feels like a magical sort of protection, which is not really your purview. So it's not something that necessarily your lockpicks would be able to fix.
Can I...
Cora, on the other hand, she's sort of looking around the room and she goes, hey, look at this. And she sort of like moves a couple tapestries around and actually takes the red carpet and pulls it up. And you see on the wall, sort of blocking your way, are a series of holes and ancient writing. And like one section and then another section of various holes and writing. And then on the ground, around that sort of candlestick-like figure, are more holes in the ground and more writing on the ground.
What language is it?
Titanic.
Oh, I can
Ooh.
read that.
I was just gonna ask
Canada.
you to read it for me.
And I will say that the holes in the walls seem to be around the same size as the hole in the candlestick-looking thing.
I mean, I hope you are not expecting us to figure this out tonight, because my brain
no.
is dead.
Oh no, I'm not. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna read the writing.
Is the candle holder looking thing removable?
Make an investigation check, Ryujin.
Let's
Oh.
not move it yet.
Yeah, this probably isn't gonna go well, but you know, it's fine. Wow. I rolled a natural 1.
You're not sure. You do see that there are like some arcane sigils around the base of it, like carved into the stone, but you're not sure what they mean. It definitely looks like it's in a place of importance. You get that much.
Let's
So
read the
I
writing.
forgot that my passive investigation is a 23.
What
I don't
the
know if that
fuck?
gives me anything.
I'll leave.
I will say you know enough. You've done this enough to know that arcane traps like this can easily be dispelled, and that would tend to do the trick.
Okay. And I'll let, I guess I'll just say, yeah, you can dispel this. Cool.
Read the writing. Read the writing. Read the
Can I read the writing?
You can. The writing is in 3 sections. Each sort of... There's one section for the leftmost series of holes, one section for the rightmost, and then one section for the floor. and the writing seems to be telling a story in 3 different parts. On the first side, it says, 3 brothers, as different as can be, all set off right on the path to glory on equal footing. Upon their path, they came across a mighty, roaring river. The druid, always level-headed, used his connection to nature to summon forth an enormous tree. He swung from the tree's branches and soared across the rapids, landing safely and securely on the other side. The monk, clad in the yellow robes of his monastery, was an uppity and overconfident man. He took 2 steps toward the river before leaping across. However, he misjudged himself and only barely made it to the other side. Finally, the mage, a down and dour man, knew he would surely perish if he attempted to cross the river by his own means, so he teleported far past the river banks in order to be most secure. With all 3 brothers safely on the other side, they were able to continue on their quest for glory. That's the first section. Second section. The brothers continued their path to glory but found a fearsome monster in their way. The monk leaped into action, centering himself and charging straight toward the creature, smashing it with his fists. He then slid underneath the monster's legs in order to harry it from the other side. The druid summoned 4 wolves to fight alongside his brother. Wherever the monk went, his brother's wolves stayed at his side. The mage, afraid to get too close to the beast, stayed low to the ground and fired off spells from a distance. When his brother and the wolves shifted to gain a more advantageous position, the mage did as well, crawling in a wide arc on the outskirts of the battle, ending up on the opposite side. But despite the brothers' best efforts, the monster proved too much for them, and the monk stayed behind to allow his brothers to escape and continue their path to glory. Second one. The third one is the one that's on the ground, sort of in a circular pattern. It says, finally, the 2 remaining brothers reached the Temple of Kronos, where glory waited behind a locked door. The druid called upon the power of the 4 winds to help get through the door. North, south, east, and west all came to his aid, but the door remained steadfastly locked. The mage sought to help his brother, and attacked the door with spells directly between each of the wind's attacks. The brothers kept this assault up until they grew tired and weak. Once they had both drifted off, the doors to the temple opened to them. But inside the temple was the truth, that not all the brothers could achieve glory in the name of Kronos. Only the worthy among them, he who remained, was able to enter the temple and achieve his goal.
What the fudge?
What the
And that's
fuck
where
was
I'll
that?
pick up next week.
Somebody just send me that, please.
Sure. Yeah.
Dude, I felt like I was listening to the Deathly Hallows there for a second. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this? 3
Would
brothers.
you like to see what these little things look like?
Please.
Yes.
What would
They
Sure.
look like this. So, section 1 is the one on the top left, section 2 is the bottom left, and the one on the floor is the one on the right-hand side of your screen.
Can you label them and send them to us?
No, I will not, because I don't want to give you more time to think about it than you have in-game.
Sammy, that's not fair.
Alright,
Wait,
my
you-
friends.
Okay.
Well, it was an exciting session, and the fun is only just beginning. So, we will see you guys so soon, next week, and then we'll be off for Halloween the week after. But, until then, thank you very much for watching. We will see you next time. Goodbye.